Okay, Sam. Sam, we're going live, buddy. 8, 800, 800. It's 800. Okay, I'll be back in like 5 hours or 2 or 1. I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I think we have the topics right. There's something that I want to capture, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. I think we're good on everything else, right? Okay. Everybody else is probably gonna be late, so that'll be cool. Okay, Sam, are you there?
Hey, live?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, okay. I don't see the notification saying I'm on.
It's a little echo on your part, just a
What do
tad
you
bit.
mean? From the TV?
No, just your voice sounds a little more walkie-talkie ish.
Okay, weird. What about now? Still the same?
No, it's still the same right now.
I want to be walkie-talkie-ish. I'm gonna leave and come back?
I guess so. Yeah, I
Oh,
guess. Yeah, I guess you can do that.
oh God, stupid fucking Google.
Yeah, I know, bro. I hate Google Hangouts too. Just trying to get this shit to work. I mean, it's already working, but damn, gotta love it, man. Just gotta love it. YouTube wants to do everything to just stop progress. Okay, fuck it. Snag, please. What's this fucking app at when you need it? Thank you. Great. Everything's good. What's going on? J67, Fatal Mephisto, David. Hey, Fatal, are you free? If you're free, you can jump in here.
I'm right in here, dude. I'm already here.
Great. Let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to get my screen capture shit to capture. I mean, I already taken a picture with my cell phone, but they're saying Google Hangouts is on live or some dumb shit is going away later this year. It's just
By the end of the year, yeah, they're getting rid of it.
so that means Google Hangouts.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to find another way to talk, which I already planned for because
Yeah,
we were
Google
good.
Hangout sucks.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro, this is what I don't understand. Okay, let's talk about this before we get to the gaming topics. So Google Hangouts is going away because Google Plus got hacked and everybody's personal information that had their personal information on there got exposed, right? So, in order to make it seem like nobody actually was using it for their personal information that get compromised and used against them or whatever, they're saying that okay, nobody was using Google Plus, so let's get rid of that. Nobody's using Google Hangouts, so let's get rid of that, and that's the problem solved. That's bullshit. People were using Google Plus. People were using or are still using Google Hangouts. So you're getting rid of shit that people were using to make it to cover up the fact that you got fucking hacked. As simple as that. and it's not going to stop because you can still hack people, their YouTube accounts or whatever else connected to Google. But it's like, at this point in time, if Google doesn't like YouTube, why did you buy them? I don't get it.
Google made a lot of money off of YouTube, man, ever since YouTube did all those changes and shit.
Yeah, but that's just that portion of YouTube.
Yep.
The portion of YouTube that we use, that we like, it's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
So, I was talking to Sam about this. I've been thinking about it a lot. We're gonna get rid of we're not gonna get rid of anything. Sorry, we're gonna expand to Discord, but somebody's gonna have to maintain it. So we're gonna figure out who the hell is gonna maintain it.
I mean, you can use it on your phone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I maintain it on my phone, but it's like, you know how many fucking people hate us and the trolls and shit that we had to deal with before, man. I don't have the time for that dumb shit.
You just make that private invite only. There's ways to get around that.
Yeah, I guess we can do that. But that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do it from there, and then we'll just stream it from Discord. We'll find a way to have it hooked up to the Elgato or some shit. But we found a way to do this. But one small setback after another for YouTube, bro. It's like they really don't like us. I understand they don't. They don't really give a fuck about us because we're so small, but what the fuck?
They don't even care about actual content creators anymore. They care about freaking making as much money off of the people that they already have that's popular out there and whatnot.
Jose Sanchez.
They want to be like Netflix, man. They want to be like Netflix.
If you're wondering why JTech is because YouTube doesn't read my mic. So YouTube doesn't read my mic. That's why there's two JTech. So I had to invite my alternate email account, Google account, just so you guys could hear my voice. And they never fixed the issue, and they claim it's me, but it's actually not. My mic has worked for all commentaries related to the Elgato, whether it's streaming or individual videos, but it doesn't work on Google Plus. And again, there's nothing to do outside of trying to go around it, which is inviting myself on another, email just to hear my fucking voice in a podcast. Stupid, but it works.
That's the ways of Google.
I mean, yeah, this is fucking Google, man. This is fucking Google. I wonder what like Hard 8 Times and Broken Games, what the fuck are they gonna do without Google Hangouts? Because we don't really seriously rely on it. We only have one show for Sunday.
Figure they just do a live stream.
Yeah, like where? Discord?
Just
Discord.
You could do YouTube live stream. You can still live stream to it.
Yeah,
like
you can still.
He does shit by himself, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can live stream from there, but it's like, is it recording from the camera or how does that shit work?
Oh yeah, it's gonna automatically upload. So if you do it from your PC or even a PS4, it's gonna automatically upload to YouTube as soon as you're done.
Yeah, I already know that, but like, will other people be able to join like Google Hangouts? Like, I'm trying to figure out if they're gonna.
You'd have to invite him, but I'm saying like him, he doesn't need people. They're just there for him. Like the other guy you're talking about, he's screwed because he's boring and shit. So
you talking about Broken Games? Oh yeah, he's
the
screwed.
rooster haircut. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's screwed. Yeah, definitely.
I don't even think they make that much money. Like I haven't seen that show in maybe a year and a half, but their Patreon kept going down, so I don't even know how much money he's making from his bullshit.
Sad, man. Let's just go wait a little bit. I guess we can do a warm-up topic. One warm-up topic. Let's see what we got.
Jose, ¿cómo estás? There you go. Got bilingual people in this chat.
That's awesome. Here we go. I know Adam wanted to join in and talk about this, and I don't have a problem, but we don't know where Adam is. But we'll send him like another invite, I guess. EA loot boxes. He tried to rename it like surprise something. What was it?
Yeah, people got hella mad at that. I saw it. It's
yeah, but the fact that the people that are getting mad still get the loot boxes. The people that are getting mad, they still use EA's microtransactions. They still buy DLC from EA. They still buy Madden, all of these other games, whatever games the EA makes, they still buy it. So they should shut the fuck up. Now, if you're somebody like myself that does not support EA on the normal, or annually, yearly,
That's
then
what they call it. They called it a surprise mechanic.
there you go.
That dude is ludicrous.
It's not a surprise mechanic because you already know it's fucking there. That's why
Right.
developers are announcing that they don't have DLC because it's actually something gamers don't want. So you announce, oh, your game is not going to have DLC, not going to have season pass, no microtransactions. Actually, you get a good reception from the gaming community compared to if it was included. Then the gamers are kind of confused and scared to even spend money on your title. So I don't know. Look, EA at this point in time, they're a business just like Microsoft. They're not getting rid of it. Only way they're going to get rid of it is if the gamers that are still buying their shit stops buying their shit. So as simple as that. You want it to go away, stop using it. Stop buying it. And don't buy their games anymore either. No matter how attractive it looks. Just don't buy their games anymore.
You got to use your fucking that terminology that people always use, man. Vote with your wallet.
Exactly.
They're just gonna sell them the sports games. I mean, everything else is up to appeal, but I don't
people
see
should
people
stop
like
buying them too because they come out every year and they're not that much different.
Nope.
Like, I mean, what are you at this point in time? What are you really buying it for?
Or where else are you gonna go for a soccer game though? Like the Konami, was it PES Evolution or whatever?
Yeah,
like there's no other alternatives,
Yeah,
no other
guys,
football
yeah.
game, so they kind of have a consistent revenue.
Or if you're playing an older Madden game, just keep playing that game, bro. You don't need to go buy a new one. I don't understand why people feel that they need to buy a new Madden game all the fucking time. Like that's
Feel left out, man. You know how the crowd is.
Hey, I don't feel left out, and I'm always left out. Okay.
It's like the Kardashians. If you ignore them, they go away, but nobody ignores them. Why the fuck not? Nobody knows.
Exactly. That's
like if you just ignore them, they go away. Like it's that simple. And like, they're not any better than any of their fans, but they're way richer. Keep paying attention to them.
You know what, bro? You have a very serious point there. But what about the people that are not EA that still help, with this narrative, the DLC, microtransactions, season passes, loot boxes, they should stay in game. Like, what about those individuals? It's because of those types of people that we still have this problem,
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully everybody.
Who's the predominant audience for loot boxes? Just kids, right? I'm guessing. Because adults wouldn't be stupid enough to spend like 1,000 or whatever
on some random ass shit like that. Yeah, they wouldn't.
Right. It's going towards rent, car payments, whatever.
I'm hoping they wouldn't be stupid enough to do that. That'd be real stupid if they were stupid enough to do that.
So you're talking about it. I noticed they said something else about Anthem, saying wait on it, it's going to be special. I'm going to post a link in the chat. So they're up their ass this week, man.
Oh, definitely.
So they demonstrated they can make it special. Like, so they're giving us nothing, a broken game, no content, and they're going to seriously tell people they demonstrated they can get this game to be special.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah, I put that link in the chat. I was a CEO who said that. Where have they demonstrated this shit can be special? In what galaxy?
That Andrew Wilson CEO needs to get the fuck out of EA, dude.
Bro, again, it needs to happen, but none of that shit's gonna happen because they keep bringing.
Sadly, yeah.
They keep bringing money. They're tricking enough people to make a profit, to still make bank, and it's like, hey, well, you're doing a good job. It doesn't matter if like the insurance people, like they hurt these elderly people all the time and fuck them over on these interest rates and shit. They don't give a fuck. Their superiors are not going to fire them because they've hurt an elderly couple. They're not going to do that. They're making the money. That's the whole job. To screw them out of their money. They're out of their retirement or their 401k or whatever it is.
Now, old people are a great target. That's what we did in my last job, man. You just pretty much, they want to spend. They have nothing to do. They're naive at that point. Mm-hmm. You take advantage of them.
I'm not feeling that new Star Wars game, honestly.
I'm not either. I think the face could be a lot better, bro. I'm sorry. Could be a lot better.
Hey, That is a Showtime star. Okay, you better
No,
respect him.
I don't have a problem with his face. I think the graphics on his face could be better. It's not
Yeah, no,
believable.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
I have no problem with him. Yeah. If anything, I have a problem with Sam. He eats too much cat food.
That was you an hour ago.
Sam.
He literally sent me a DM wanting cat food.
No, I didn't.
I'll post that in the chat too. It's big money out. He's running late.
I guess we're gonna have to get started with who we have. I mean, this is always gonna be a problem. People later. I mean, I want to blame myself, but everybody knows what time you have to be here, and Google isn't helping us. So I do want to blame them because, just like the top of our viewership is not always here immediately. It takes them a while to get in here because the notifications go out at a different time. But YouTube also does the same fucking thing to the panel. Like, I give them a notification, right? But they can't get in here because like I have to go through different avenues of giving them that notification. They're in here every week, right? So they should be on my recurring friends or whatever people but they don't do that. It's fucking crazy. They all have Google Plus or YouTube or Google whatever on their phone, and it's like they're here every Sunday. Just let me go click on their names and send them an invite from the app.
But he said he couldn't see my name today either for whatever reason.
Your name today, bro. I'm like, you have a YouTube account, you have a Google account. I know that you have this shit. I've invited you from the app multiple times. Magically this weekend, you're not on there. It's just fucking like I said. And I still have this problem where my mic can't be heard. I have this problem.
You can log into your alternate.
Yeah. I have to log into my alternate because my mic cannot be heard. And it's the fucking weirdest thing in the world. It's just, there's a lot of fucked up shit, but this is probably one of the worst things that could ever happen, where your mic doesn't work and they don't have a real reason why it does or why it doesn't.
The funny thing is, though, all the problems you've had with them, it's basically the trolls that have kind of messed us over in some of those streams we had like a strong viewership on. I think it was like 2 or 3.
What happened?
The times we got hacked. No, it was just my people. That was really what I feel like negatively affected this podcast from maybe progressing further, like faster. Those times we got trolled where we had like close to like 100.
Yeah, I mean, we did good on those times, but I also blame Google because I can't get the people we want in here as quick as I want them in here. And then I can't use my mic for my computer, which, I brought the mic. I'm using it for 2 different types of commentaries, gameplay, individual videos, of course, and the podcast. But I can't even fucking use it for the Google Hangouts because it doesn't recognize it. And it doesn't recognize any mic, by the way. That's any mic, any headset. But it's not Google Hangouts, the app. It's the version of Google Hangouts that's connected to YouTube. And they won't fix it. So the only way that they seem to be able to fix it, because I know other people have had this problem, is they're going to get rid of Google Hangouts altogether later this year. And I just don't understand that shit, man. I don't understand it at all. But I hope you guys like our new logos. I did pay over like $107 for the revamp. So the logos, which I could have fucking made myself. The profile picture is very good, though. I give you that. And the guy that made that 3D logo with the JaytechTV, that's dope. But, luckily he wasn't smart enough. So he gave me the logo. He gave me my name for free. And then I just, I kind of made it transparent background. And now I can use that shit anytime I want. So that's pretty dope. But I'm still going to get some alternates this week because I get paid. And I don't know. I mean, like Sam said, I could just make my own short classic intro. I got some different special effects on this editor, so I think I might just do that. And that means I have a lot of money freed up. So
you can look around, like I mentioned. There's templates for you to use. Like the one I use with the steel door, that's a template. Everything else I did myself, like the zoom in, so you can keyframe like your name and shit, or like you said, put an effect on it to get
Yeah,
the way you want it from your
yeah, that's
your head
all I
onto
really,
the screen.
yeah, that's all I really want. I just want my profile picture there, a blue PlayStation background. That's pretty much all I want. So, yeah. Um. Okay, we're all cool. Let's get started with the main topics. Again, people will probably drop in here a little bit later. We have extra spots, so if you guys want to be, if anybody has a mic that wants to be in here and comment on these new topics we're about to cover, contact me on Twitter. My Twitter name is the same as the YouTube name. That's JaytechTV. Okay, Fatal, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna go for a Microsoft topic first, so I'm gonna need your help.
Oh,
Microsoft
shit.
Microsoft is only launching one next gen console. Now the
Yes.
rumor was, and Crap Gamer, Call Eastwood, Dealer Gaming, all of these guys are spreading this rumor about a Lockhart console.
Yep.
So what's going on? What do you think is going on with them not bringing out that and only bringing out the most powerful system, but not the Lockhart?
That's rather interesting because that was a big rumor that was going on for well over several months now about the Lockhart and Anaconda.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lockhart was supposed to be equivalent to what the what the S is, and the Anaconda was supposed to be like what the X is, right, for this generation, for next gen. To get rid of the actual the S model version of it, kind of ticks me off a little bit because that was the version that I would have got just because it's saved me money in the process for it. But if they're only going to do this one, then I really don't know what the hell's going to why they're doing that. I don't know. Like that doesn't make any sense because I know a lot of people were speculating saying that the actual discless fucking Xbox One S was the actual Lockhart, and it's like no, that was the Maverick.
Okay,
That
so let's talk about this. This is what I got, and this is what I think, and this is the rumors that I heard. The rumor was Lockhart was a cheaper system. What I believed, and I don't know if this was a part of the rumor, the Lockhart was also not going to have a disk drive. Was that true?
No, I don't know about that.
To make it cheaper. Okay, well, this is what I thought then. Not part.
But you could actually. But now that I think about it, though, Jay, I think you might be onto something because remember, he's been asked that question a lot about is there going to be is the Xbox One or the Xbox new console going to have an actual disc tray? And he kept on saying yes. So if maybe that could be the reason why they actually can that freaking Lockhart one. You could be right.
I mean,
I agree with Fatal that it's stupid because I'm like, yo, the cheaper system, that's an appealing thing at the launch of a gen. That's something I felt like could have been an advantage if they priced it right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And now you're pretty much going to have at least, I'm guessing, 450 or 500, and you're going to have no chance. You're going to have no chance against the PS5 or whatever they're going to call it. Right.
Yeah, look, that's where it kind of starts to suck, man. It's like you had a good lead. You had a chance to do a lot of shit at E3, and we can't say Sony just came there and beat them this year. No, they beat themselves. They beat themselves, man. They should be mad at what they allowed to happen. Like you had the whole stage to yourself. It was only you and Nintendo and a couple third parties. I mean, nothing should have been out of your control at that point. And you did it. It was so easy. It was just so fucking easy.
But he got mad and you said he started unfollowing people, blocking people.
Yeah. When you lost, you should have not done that. But when you did that, you confirmed that you lost. You confirmed at that point in time that you lost and you knew you lost. He started unfollowing people and blocking people. I don't know how many, but he started doing this shit. And it wasn't right.
You're going to get mad at them for putting on a shit show. Like, they know what they were doing. It was 30 minutes and then that shit was a train wreck.
Yep.
They threw random Japanese stuff out there. They didn't show any gameplay for Gears, which I wanted to see. Like, they really did that the wrong way.
Yeah, they kept that for the following day at Inside Xbox for that multiplayer mode.
Yeah, which was stupid. You needed that. Okay, you saw the wrestlers, right? Down there? None of them played. They didn't play on stage. Why? Why even have them there?
I don't know, but he is aware of all the feedback of people complaining about the lack of gameplay for Gears and whatever you want to call it, because he acknowledged that on a video that I watched there a couple days back. But for me personally, like, I was okay with their conference, not because of the fact that they didn't show anything breathtaking or any of that stuff like that. Just I liked it in general because I mean I like every year's E3, regardless of who's there and who's not. You know what I mean? As long as the conference shows me games that I want to play, then that's a victory in my books. And they did show me a lot of stuff that I want to play. Multiplatform, not, I don't care. As long as they show me stuff on that stage that I want to play. And there's a lot of stuff they showed that caught my eye. I mean, Bethesda would have definitely had me if it wasn't for that Commander Keen announcement that ruined my childhood. You know what I mean? Like Square Enix had a lot of great stuff on that show floor too, as well. That actually really intrigued me.
Yeah, Square Enix was hitting it out the park, bro.
Yeah,
Square Enix was doing a great job.
Even Ubisoft, Watch Dogs Legion definitely piqued my interest. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't want to rock a gang of old granny hackers, man? I mean, that's just amazing. So, I don't know, but I mean, I get it though, man. I mean, like the fact that they actually openly admitted that they swamped out a big title for Microsoft Flight Sim really upset me a lot because I knew what game that was going to be. I don't know why fucking they chose that route because that was really dumb for them to do that.
What? So bring that back. In
an interview, I think it was with believe it was with Matt Booty. He basically said like they swamped out a game for freaking Microsoft Flight Sim because they wanted to show the PC side more love and shit. It's like, man, okay, you know what? Fuck the PC side for right now. You showed us enough in there. Game Pass going to PC, whip you freaking do, move on from that. But show us something that's compelling that people want to see. Like, and I guarantee you that game was Fable because they hinted at it too as well that it was.
Why would you show us that instead of Fable? Like, why?
That's what I'm saying. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, man. And that was the main reason why I was excited to watch their conference this year because they've been hinting at that game for well over the last year and a half. And I was like, yo, if anybody's going to make it, man, it's definitely going to be the actual second studio that Playground Games has. They're like the perfect company to do it because they make open world games with their actual Forza Horizon games. Fuck it, let them do it. I want to see what they can do. Then out of nowhere, they show us Microsoft Flight Sim. I mean, yeah, that's a popular series on PC. Console gamers ain't gonna fuck with that game. The hell are you doing?
They showed a lot of those types of games. I'm like, yo, this thing shouldn't be on the E3 press conference, especially when you have the stage to yourself. Like,
right?
You gotta come out with something just, I don't know, more thought provoking than just these Rudy Tooty little games, man.
Well, I mean, I get that.
After the Cyberpunk stuff.
Yeah, right. And that was pretty much basically the only thing everybody remembers from that press conference, man, was the whole Keanu Reeves shit. You know what I mean? That was it. Like, that was the really big thing that popped around on the internet for the whole entire week.
See, my demand expected for them to for that conference to carry up after that. I expected like what you're talking about, the Fable game, more studio stuff to be revealed.
Up, not down from that point.
Yeah. No, like even the fact that Rob Ferguson in the Inside Xbox portion of it, like, and this was another weird move. Well, I don't know why he didn't bother talking about this on stage, even though it's like part of the same mode. But like the map editor thing they're adding to the escape mode, or whatever the hell that mode's called, the new one that's coming out. And I was like, why didn't you talk about that on the actual E3 stage floor? Like, why? Like, most people don't give a fuck about your Inside Xbox. Why are you talking about that here? You should have mentioned that when you talked about that mode on stage. Like, what the hell, man? They had like this show, whatever, like the way they designed it. And yeah, outside from the stuff they show that I do want to play, like they just made some really dumb fucking decisions, man. Like really dumb decisions to actually do that crap. Because a lot of people were banking on Microsoft to really have a good year this year. They didn't.
The guy says he listens to feedback. This is the bullshit I'm getting annoyed of. Like, this is every year. You don't listen to shit, dude. You really don't. They do whatever they do, and then they tell you what you want to hear. That's the same thing every year.
Yep. It's like the same too as well. It's like with the backwards compatibility stuff. You know, they like on Inside Xbox, they announced their final wave of games going on there, which are now all on the actual Xbox One now. And I was like, okay, that could have been a segment you could have added to your show. People would have been a lot of excited for that because I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people like backwards compatibility. That was a big pop for them when they originally announced that several years ago. But you keep that for Inside Xbox, okay? I don't really get that.
Like, yeah, that's more enticing than some of the stuff they announced. Like the South Korean game, like they're trying to play it out like that was an exclusive. Was it called Crossfire? That's not an exclusive game. And that's
No.
It's not a big enough game where you got to show that on a stage, man, to like impress people at the same time. It did a lot
You
of.
You know why they did that? You know why they did that? It's because for whatever reason, Phil Spencer has been very adamant about trying to get more Japanese-centric games on that platform. And yes, well, I do agree they don't sell for shit. I get that.
Look,
but I'm saying,
look,
I can respect them for doing that. But
let me say something. Those games were never gonna skip their system. So
yeah,
that's a bullshit excuse. Namco, Bandai, Capcom, they're more American now than they ever have been in all of their years of existence. Those are not the games people want. Okay,
No.
Ni no Kuni is not on Xbox. One,
Nope.
which is the remaster, or two. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The Trials of Mana got announced on the Nintendo stage. It's coming to PC and PS4. It's not on Xbox. Those are the little hidden gems that everybody's going to be screaming about later this year that they should have got. Neo.
Yeah, that Mana collection, I'm definitely
not a Sony
that.
exclusive. You could have got Neo, right? And thus got Neo 2 as a bundle. I love that he's going to Japan. I hate that he's lying about what he's achieving. Because the games that he shows on the they were always going to be multiplat. Now, if you're getting promotional rights, that's cool. I don't think gamers give a fuck about it. So that's kind of useless. The game was already.
I think that's how he's looking at it, though. I think that's how he's looking at it, man. That's one thing that makes sense in my head.
That's bullshit.
Like when they did when they announced Nier Automata last year, like I bought on the Xbox.
I agree.
Support that I want to see more Japanese games on that platform.
That was a game that clearly wasn't going to go to Xbox. That I see that he had to do the footwork to get over there. But the games that we got, Jump Force. Now look, Jump Force, all of the Jump games of that variety came. I think they started with a PS1 or PS2. They've only been like on PlayStation, Nintendo. For the Jump Force to go to Xbox, big. That was big.
Yeah.
Because the last one, which was Jump Star Victory Versus, that was only on PlayStation systems, PS Vita, PS3, and PS4. So for him to get Jump Force, again, he did legwork for that game. But some of these other games, you're not doing much.
When you look at Phantasy Star Online too, right, or Phantasy Star 2 Online, that was a game. Yeah, so we already know that it's out already. Like you can already download the Japanese client on the Japanese PS4 account, whenever you have one. But it was nice to see that they actually did come out and show this game. Like, hey, you know what? It's coming to the West, even though it's a multi-platform game. But that was kind of a big announcement because a lot of people were not expecting that, just because of how long Phantasy Star Online 2 has been out in Japan. So a lot of people thought that game was never coming into the West. So for them to have that was pretty cool. As far as Crossfire goes, I mean, okay, yeah, like that's a game that's huge. I forget what territory you said it was. I think was it China or some shit?
It's a South Korean developer.
Oh, South Korea. Okay. So that one, but most people that don't follow freaking any of those types of games, like from South Korea or Japan or whatever you want to call it, or Asian-centric MMOs or that kind of stuff like that, most people in that crowd you didn't hear a peep. You heard nothing.
Yeah, look, that's the bad thing, bro. The crowd was so dead. Again. This is the second year in a row where the crowd was dead. And this is what I don't like, Fredo. Halo should have had gameplay, not a cutscene.
It's funny that you say that because a lot of people are going based off at the very beginning of that trailer. It says in-game fucking engine or this is game engine footage. At the very beginning of the thing, so a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's not a cutscene. That's in game." I'm like, "Bro, it's a cutscene.
It's
Relax,
a cutscene.
It's a cutscene, bro. Man.
Yeah,
I know they should have showed gameplay for that because that was another big game I was looking forward to playing.
Look, they have been working on Halo Infinite for a while. It was supposed to be only on the Xbox One, right? And of course, it's gonna be on PC. Nobody cares. Long story short, we know they worked on this game for a while. They should have had some gameplay to show. The thing that Microsoft should have understood over the last 5 years of this gen is that PlayStation has been kicking their ass because they go on stage and show gameplay right off the bat. They don't have to go up there and bitch. But no, look, at this point in time now, it's not about how much time Phil Spencer's on the stage at this year's E3. It's more so about you're not showing gameplay of the games that you're talking about. We don't want to see a montage cutscene. We want to see somebody actually playing the game. Like that. Okay, you had 3 wrestlers underneath the stage. They were ready to play the game. You didn't show the live gameplay reactions that people go on YouTube and Twitch to go see other people how they play and how they're screaming and shit and their live interactions. You didn't do that. You could have easily done that. You could have won the crowd because of that. It was so easy, you know? Whether they play like pros or not, nobody cared. We wanted to see 3 wrestlers play a video game that everybody loves, which was Gears of War, and the new mode, which was 3-player co-op. Yep. And you had 3 players, but you didn't show the gameplay. You showed cinematics. It wasn't even a cutscene. It was cinematics. The gameplay looks nothing like what we saw. That was cinematics. And one thing I hated about Gears presentation, they continued to show cinematics. Like, I wanted them to show more gameplay, bro. Everybody wanted them to show. That's your bread and butter this year. You know, there's not a Halo coming out. There's not a Fable coming out. There's not a new Forza coming out. There's a new Gears coming out. You should just stockpile the internet with gameplay of Gears. I mean, oh my God.
you know, Jay, you bring up a valid point too as well. It's like this is the first time where a new Forza game was not announced. You could have took advantage of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Regardless if it was Fable or not, you still could have showed off or teased a project that whatever. Because like I said, like in interviews that I watched throughout the course of E3 with Phil, whatever you want to call it, he talked about like how Rare is making a new IP. You know what I mean? They could have fucking teased that. But yet, what do? You freaking show freaking Banjo in Smash Brothers. Like, that was a slap to the face to a lot of fucking Banjo fans, man.
Yep. Look, I want to talk about that. Then we're gonna go to the second topic. You would have thought we would talk about multiples. Okay, so what's up with that, man? Like, I'm a Smash Brothers fan from back in the day in '64, and I played a lot of the Melee. I played that when I was in community college. We used to have a small gaming group. They used to hook up the fucking the TV, and we got like a table, and we were just sitting in a hallway in a community college.
Old school days,
yeah, man. Just that's sitting in a hallway, plug up the GameCube, which was very portable at that time. Remember, the GameCube had that that lunchbox handle on the back of it. It was so portable.
That console was amazing.
And we were just in the hallway, just playing the shit out of Melee, bro. We would take turns and shit. It was awesome, right? Amazing memories. But they had not used Banjo for 3 generations of Nintendo. So not on a GameCube, not on a Wii, not on a Wii U. And now we're on the 4th generation of Nintendo, which is the Nintendo Switch. And you say, oh, let's bring them back. You could have done your own Smash Brothers game.
They could have, yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's why people like there's some Nintendo fans that want Ratchet and Clank over on Smash Brothers. They want Sly Cooper over there. They want Jak and Daxter over there. Sony won't do that because there's still a possibility any day they feel like it, they could bring back their own Smash Brothers because they have.
It'll still get pop, yeah, and it'll still get a lot more pop.
So I don't see why they did that. And if you did do it, which you did, why didn't you live it up? Why didn't you post the video on your YouTube channel? Why didn't you post the video on your Twitter channel instead of retweeting it? Why didn't you post the official announcement on your fucking sites that you're doing a legit partnership with Nintendo? Because at this point in time, you don't look like it's a partnership. It looks like you're just another third-party publisher. The Nintendo paid
truth be told, that's the direction that Microsoft is going, and that's what a lot of people like.
It's a scary thing, bro.
It is, but it's like my buddy Thrash Gaming was saying, man, like all the evidence is there. You know what I mean? Like, and I have to kind of agree with him. Like, at first, it took me a while to like really see it myself, because like until like I got confirmation, but it's getting to the point now. Like, you got like the appearances of Banjo and Smash, which is nice. I don't get me wrong, I welcome that because I think that's something that's well deserved, and a lot of old school Nintendo fans like myself would easily appreciate something like that. So I get that part. But the thing of it is, like, all your games now are going to be on PC now. Right. And look, I've always been an advocate for that. I think it's smart for them to do that. I think they should have been doing that ever since they got into the console business. And they tried several times, but they just were garbage at doing it. The whole games for Windows Live, that was fucking horrible last generation. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, now that they found that little shtick now, right? Like they technically are going third party per se. Because remember, like there was even that article that popped out right after their conference there, talking about how like they even talked about shipping freaking Master Chief Collection over to PlayStation, and how Sony turned it down or some shit like that. At least from what I heard. I don't know, something about what Matt Booty was talking about or some shit. I don't know if it was like taking out of context or whatever the case may be, but like if they do want to release their games, because remember, like that's their whole goal. They want to reach that massive audience, right? How many games are out there? Mobile side, console side, PC side, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And if this is the direction that Microsoft wants to go,
let me help you out. Let me help you out. You got the main character from Crackdown that could be in a Smash Brothers Xbox game. You got Banjo Kazooie.
Oh, God.
Look, you got the car from Forza. You got Master Chief. You got
a car from Forza to be in a Smash Brothers game. Be
a racetrack. Be a racetrack level. You have 4 to 5 different characters from Gears that could definitely be in there. And then Fable, I guess you know more Xbox games. Oh, all the characters from Fable. Any one of
the chick from Recore could be in there.
Recore.
Yep.
What is it? What's that?
Any of the rare characters?
Yeah, a lot of
Perfect Dart. Perfect Dart. Conquer the squirrel. I mean, you didn't need to give away a character that you knew you had big leverage over, bro. And look, at this point in time, you know what they're asking for. Because somebody told me Nintendo has 2 spots, but I kept checking and they had 4 spots. They want Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. And if it's one thing I know, Nintendo got a lot of money from the Switch. And they got enough money to pay Activision to get those 2 characters. Will Activision put them in there? That's the biggest fucking question. Because we all know that every PlayStation gamer wants those 2 characters in the next PlayStation All-Stars, if there is one.
Yeah.
And you putting them in Smash Brothers would just make it wouldn't even make it realistic.
Salt on the wound, man.
And I think that the Activision understands how iconic they are with the PlayStation community. Because if you play Crash Team Racing on a PS4, on the new one, you got a PlayStation exclusive arena that you get to race in. You also have a PlayStation exclusive sticker pack and a retro skins for Crash and his wheels and shit like that. And it's dope. But yeah, man, it will be fucked up. But it's just like if Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, and Jack and Dexter go to Smash Brothers. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Now, I agree with you. I think that Microsoft should actually do something similar to that. But the biggest question of all, though, is that who would they actually get to develop it, though?
I don't know. I mean, it's an important question, but it really doesn't matter at this point. The fact of the matter, you should have kept your character. You know, that's all I say. You should have just kept your character.
I mean, like I said, though, I get why they did it, though.
Yeah. But look, I can't be mad at them forever for doing that. The fans loved it. I ain't gonna lie. I watched that video 7 times because Nintendo is Nintendo, bro. And nobody can do it like them. And it was such an iconic intro to their Smash Brothers game. And it was just so fucking epic, bro. And it was an amazing day for gamers because they had the camera in the official the Nintendo store in New York City, and everybody was just going crazy, and it was awesome, But this was a big one for Nintendo, and you allowed Nintendo to definitively kick your ass at E3 by giving you a game character. Like that's exactly how they fucking did it, bro. That's exactly how they did it.
I mean people have been asking for Banjo for the longest time, though, too, for that.
Yeah. What you say?
No, because he was kind of talking about it right now. I'm like, did they think they were actually going to get a new game, and that's why they were excited, or were they genuinely excited for? I'm
hearing a game character. Look, they don't care about a game. They care that they have the ultimate fighting game, and with all the characters that they can make a Xbox, Xbox centric match where you have Xbox characters. You can make a PlayStation 6 match because you have PlayStation characters. That's what they care about. They don't care that they have an individual game. They care about they have the character. I just wonder
how many people knew Banjo was like who really knows about that character? That was during the N64 era.
Exactly.
Yep. And that's the main reason why they did it, though. That's the main reason why they actually put that character on there. Because believe it or not,
but what Sam
is fans have been asking for that.
Most of the kids that are asking for it, they're furries. They
Okay.
have no,
That's a good answer.
no, let's be honest. Let's be honest. They're furries. They have no real knowledge of the N64. They weren't alive. They were not gaming during the N64. So I understand what you're saying, Sam. None of them.
Yeah, I'm like, he was a good character, but he's not like Mario.
Yeah.
Like, he was never that relevant.
Yeah. You look.
Yeah,
They
but
made.
imagine if it was Mario that was announced instead of Banjo.
Oh yeah, no, I'd get that.
No, never mind. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, that wouldn't make no sense because he's
Like
already
something on that level.
I was thinking of fucking you, man. You see, you got me thinking about that Microsoft Smash Brothers. I want that to be made now. Jesus Christ, there, fucking JayTech. Goddamn.
When PlayStation took a chance and made PlayStation All Stars, the Nintendo community hated it. They trashed the game.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the game is way better than the fucking reviews and what any critic said. The game, it was really fucking good. They were on to something. They could have built upon it. PlayStation has such a wide variety of exclusive characters. They can make better Smash Brothers games than Nintendo because you don't have to take 5 or 6 different characters from one game to make your roster. You got Bowser, Peach, Daisy, Luigi, Yoshi, and then 4 different versions of Mario. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Even Microsoft could do a damn good job if they wanted to. But look, I think at this point, Smash Brothers is gonna probably try to get Crash Bandicoot or Spyro the Dragon. I'm also hearing people want the chick from Nier Automata, and they also want Cuphead. So those are characters that I hear the Nintendo community wants. Banjo was high on the list. But we're also hearing requests from Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So they're going wild. After they got Banjo, they believe there's no character on another platform that they can't achieve to get, even if that character is exclusive. So that's what I'm hearing. But high on the list is Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and Cuphead. And I don't know if they have 2 spots, but it looks like they have 4 spots. But they might have 2. If they have 2, then it's probably gonna be Crash and Spyro if Activision does it. But we'll see. Let's get on to the next topics. We do have a lot of them. Not that much. Crash Bandicoot. What up? Yeah, the Crash Team Racing impressions. Sam, I think me and you played it, but I don't play much of the campaign because I've been on Judgment more. But yeah. You have any impressions?
I never played the original, so I'm going into it with a brand new perspective. I thought it was a lot of fun.
The graphics
like it has
are
a lot of content, so
it's a lot of content. There's a currency in the game, but I don't believe the game has microtransactions, right? So you can't buy the currency.
No.
Real money.
I've unlocked characters, decals, skins just by doing the missions.
Yeah, you got to do the missions and you earn stuff. Even a simple race will get you a couple coins. So
because I'm doing everything, the race, the relic, and then the Crash Team Racing Challenge. So I'm getting a lot of stuff through those.
Yeah, so I'm happy with what they did. They did a damn good job. So I like it.
I haven't had an issue with the online either, so it's pretty much been on point for me.
Yeah, I like it. It's classic too, man. It's like it has a classic feel, but it's pretty extreme. I like the characters, the different little animations and faces they make, and it's so fucking awesome. I mean, I would love for them to make a Crash Bandicoot movie just with everything as is that we saw from the trilogy and the go-karts. Don't change it one bit. It's perfect if they were ever to do it. But they're doing a damn good job with the remasters, man. I think that's pretty much it for them, though. Like you got the Crash Team Racing, you got the trilogy. Now they're gonna have to make something new. They've already made the old stuff, and that was the best of Crash ever. The only other thing they can now do is make something new, and that's gonna be a little scary. Of course, you're gonna keep the same character models and shit, but to make a whole new story for Crash, that's a big challenge for them.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much because that's not Naughty Dog. That's just some dudes at Activision, or they're gonna outsource that. So good luck with that.
Exactly. After the remasters, it's nothing but Activision really doing this shit. So I could care less about that. The only reason why I got the trilogy and the go-kart game is because they were based off of Naughty Dog, not fucking Activision. And you couldn't fuck it up by so much. And it seems that
Yeah, if anything, it should be as decent as the first one, but the second one at Warped or whatever, that's not going to approach that level, I wouldn't think.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I don't see that happening. Okay, let's see. I think I'm the only person to have impressions. Monster Hunter World, the Iceborne. Well, I put up
Is the beta over or is it still ongoing?
It's still going for today. Then it's gonna cut out, and then it's gonna come back, and everybody will be included, even if you don't have Plus. So
Gotcha.
that'll be cool for everybody to get some, playtime. But I like it. I like the new food in it. I like the new characters, the new armor, new weapons. You got new like combos now. You got different attacks with the same weapons. You have mounts. You have a photo mode now, which is big in a lot of other games. So Monster Hunter was such a huge hit coming back from a long hiatus from consoles, and it got a photo mode finally. So that's awesome, man. That I mean, what did it sell? 10 million across all platforms. The majority of them came from PlayStation. That's fucking dope to come back to consoles and do 10 million. And you got photo mode, so even more people will see more pictures of Monster Hunter and shit. It's gonna be dope. Co-op is fluid, still fluid. I like the new graveling hook where you can shoot a graveling hook at the big monster and get onto the monster much more easily instead of jumping off a ledge. So that's dope. Graphics are awesome. I like the snow. One thing I did want to say, because we know one character that started his adventure in the snow, and we understand that Capcom has a good relationship with PlayStation. I would love to see a God of War crossover. We already got a Horizon Zero Dawn and Witcher crossover for Monster Hunter. We've also got Devil May Cry and Assassin's Creed crossovers. So I would really love to see a Kratos God of War crossover for Monster Hunter. It only makes sense. But other than that, it's dope, man. I mean, $40 is a steep price for a DLC or expansion pack, as they're calling it. But I'm probably gonna get
But I
it.
gave you way more than $60 worth of the main game, to be honest. Just from what I
Yes, they
saw, I'm
did.
like, that's
Yeah.
that's dude.
It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But um, hopefully they give it a little bit more incentive for to spend $40, because I think the more people that play the beta, whether it's this weekend or when it's available for everyone, they will go and try to pre-order, because after you finish either one of the three monsters, after you beat those monsters and you get your rewards, okay, then the game goes into, this is Monster Hunter Iceborne, pre-order now. They're going to take you to the pre-order page and everybody's going to see $40 price tag. They're not going to like that. So it's something that hopefully they're not going to change, but hopefully, I don't know. When
I mean,
you
if you
say
get the
something about
expansion, is that the whole game or it's just the expansion?
it's just the expansion.
So you can't play the main game without it, or does it matter?
I don't know, man. It is also a new story, so maybe it's worth the $40 for me. I'm gonna get it, but later on.
Yeah,
Pre-order it a little bit later on. But it has a new story, new characters, new armors, new weapons, new moves. You got a mount. You can get on this lizard or other mounts, I guess, and move faster through the world. So I mean, that's a lot of content. I'm not saying it's not a lot of content for $40, but some people might not see it that way. But it is Monster Hunter, and selling 10 million. If only 3 or 4 million people get the expansion pack, that's still fucking awesome.
I think a lot of them would buy the expansion because
Yeah,
you got that many people on the game. It's got a lot of people hooked.
yeah. And the game came out last year, and it's been almost another year this year. By the time the expansion come out, I think people will be hungry enough to play Monster Hunter to buy a $40 expansion if you don't have anything else to play in September. Cyberpunk isn't coming out this year. It doesn't look like The Last of Us is coming out this year. Ghost of Tsushima doesn't look like it's coming out this year. So you have enough time in September to get this expansion pack and play the fuck out of it until some new games come out. Maybe this holiday season that you want. But I don't really see much that I want this holiday. Speaking of, let's go to Judgment. You got any impressions on that? I know I do.
Me, yeah, dude, I love what I played. Like I said, I've already enjoyed that game more than Days Gone. It looks way better than I thought it would. I know I read they upgraded the engine. The fighting's better, it's bigger, so I got no issues with the game. I'd recommend it if you're into single player storylines with the violent and deep issues and stuff like that. So go pick it up, guys.
Cool. Me, I'm amazed at the arcade. You got the Sega arcade inside the city, two different ones that I've discovered so far. You can go to these different arcades. Both of the arcades have different games. So you have arcade versions of like a Jet Moto type of game that you can also hit people with weapons if they get too close to you. Then you have, what is it, a House of the Dead shooter game. You have two fighting games, which is the Fighting Vipers, and then you have what is it? Virtual Fighter
I think they
5.
got Space Harrier too. So, but there's a couple arcades I haven't explored yet.
Yeah, yeah. There's some other ones too, like some more arcade shooting games. But it's dope, man. It's a lot to do. I saw bowling there. I played baseball. I think they still have golf somewhere, but there's a lot. It to be such a claustrophobic city. It's still big. I just hope for the next game, hopefully it takes more, it takes advantage of the PS4's power and the PS5's power. That it's a real open world, or a real sandbox city environment. You know what I'm saying? Or make it bigger than it ever was. Allow me to drive, allow me to cross the street to the other part of the city. Do something like that. So I would love that.
Yeah, because as small as it is, it's dense. So it's like I wonder that's just a measured approach. I know their budget isn't as high as let's say the Rockstar team, obviously, but if they made it bigger, would you think there'd be less missions and just less stuff overall? Because I guess you're trading, it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul in a sense.
Basically, yeah.
Let me see. I mean, the Metacritic, like I said, it should be higher. The user rating is like 8.8, man. So people are loving the game. The critical reception is good, but the user reviews and the main impressions seem really good, like well above average. So I hope the game sells well. Because I don't see anybody on my list playing it aside from you.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I would recommend it to anybody. If you wanted to get into Yakuza, and the reason why you haven't is because it's in Japanese. Judgment is in English. You should definitely pick it up.
Yeah, yo, we forgot to mention that. It has English voice acting, so you don't have to worry about that, guys, if that was your main issue with the previous games. I know a lot of people complained about that. I'm looking at the user score. It's at 8.9, man. It's actually getting higher. She was
Yeah,
at like 7.6.
the more people play it, the more people see it. You can't help but to love it.
Yeah, this
Now,
Metacritic should be higher. It's weird.
hey, that's how it is, man. That's how that shit is, man. It's fucked up. Fucking little bitch. God, I don't understand that. Judgment, judgment, judgment. Need that game to do good, man. I need it to do good because if this does good, maybe they put the rest of the new Yakuza games in English. That could be amazing, man. Think about that, Sam. I think the new Yakuza will be in English. The new one, not six, not no, the one that's
They're
after
doing a
six.
new
The
one?
one that,
Oh,
yeah, they're
okay.
doing one for. It's gonna have a female protagonist as well as a male protagonist, and yeah, it's gonna be dope. Um, we're gonna talk about PS5. It seems like some games are going to the 2020 territory, which means I guess they're gonna get enhanced. So, what type of enhancements you think? I expect 60 frames for any game being made for the PS4 at the end of this gen. They should be aiming for towards 60 frames per second.
So you mean the games that are coming out next year?
Yeah, the game's coming out next year. How do you believe that each and every one of those games are going to get like a upgraded mode for the PS5 since they're coming out next year?
Oh, right, right. I mean, I don't know if they're all going to be 60 FPS, but it's definitely going to be upgraded. Like whether
Yeah.
it's anti-aliasing, lighting, ray tracing, whatever. But I definitely don't think all of them are going to be 60 FPS.
Hmm.
That would take like a full like remaster at that point, you would think.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I just hope they have different options and different modes. That'd be cool.
Like Cyberpunk, I don't think you're ever gonna get that game in 60 FPS, to be honest. A
No,
couple other
and
games I'm thinking of.
I mean, I know PC fans say they love that shit, but I don't know anybody that's crying about having that shit at 60 frames. Oh, not that I know of.
What's it gonna be on the Switch? Like 10 frames per second? So have fun with that, I guess. But
I highly doubt. Look, we doubted Witcher was going to be over there, but look, man, look at this point. I don't know who is really going to buy Witcher 3 for $60 on a Switch. You really got to be a hardcore Nintendo fan, not a Witcher fan, a Nintendo fan, because they're selling you the worst version for top price.
I mean, they should buy it because they're in love with Zelda, and basically, to me, that's a better, more mature version of Zelda. So theoretically, they should be out in droves buying it, but I don't think they know about the franchise at this point because it's on the third iteration.
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably loyal to Zelda anyway, so you know how that shit is. Oh yeah, they've been doing a Nier Automata sequel. Was it Yoko Taro, the director, already announced that? They made
Yeah,
way more money on the game than they thought. So that's gonna be PS5 like year 2 or 3, I'm guessing, whenever that game
I
comes
know
out.
I have to put it on the next Xbox just because they already put the first one over there, but I'm not saying they shouldn't. But I do want to know how much it sold over there. I don't think it sold 1 million, but I do want to know what the sale rate was. Because
They said it was bad, dude, on the Reddit anyway.
that's what I was hearing too. I mean, it's a difference in
I
developer.
supported it on the Xbox, but I have
Yeah,
a
there you
funny
go.
feeling
They got
games
one.
sold pretty bad on the Xbox too. Though I can
Yeah,
guarantee you
but
that it sold
this is
pretty
what
bad.
I want to say. When let's just say when somebody, not a gamer, just when a random person on the internet says, I want this game on my platform of choice. Unless you're actually stalking that person to see by the time that you bring that game out on your platform of choice, that individual, that one person is actually going to buy it day one, and then you can confirm that that person wanted the game and brought it, then I don't know why you're listening to random people on the internet. You get what I'm saying? That's why I call them a PC port begging trolls, because they troll developers into getting a port that they have no intention in supporting. And the majority of the time, they don't. This is what happened with Crash Bandicoot as well as what's going to happen with Spyro. Spyro didn't go to PC because it sold bad. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy sold very, very bad on PC. That's why they made them wait for Spyro the Dragon. They had no other reason to make them wait. They just could have gave them a console port and sent them on their way. You had the PS4 and you had the Xbox One with Spyro the Dragon. You just needed to give one of them either one of those ports. You get what I'm saying? But they didn't do that. They made them wait. And they made them wait because they didn't buy the first game that they put over there, which was the Insane Trilogy. And they're gonna make them wait for Crash Bandicoot. What is it? Crash Team Racing. I keep calling it Crash Bandicoot Go Kart. Because they're the only people that didn't get Crash Team Racing. Switch got it this time, same day as Xbox and PS4, but the PC didn't.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know, right? They already got Mario Kart. That's
No, bad. I was watching the Yankee game.
no, I agree. I agree with what you said that you weren't related. No, they got Mario Kart. I don't know why they needed Crash Team Racing. It's kind of pointless at that point in time. But yeah, long story short, everything other than that, I Nier Automata going to Xbox, I have no problem. I just hope it can sell well. You know, that's all that really matters. It's the big three right now. You know, you got PC, PS4, and Xbox sometimes.
Why wouldn't they? Well, I know. I mean, since they brought The Witcher, why not just bring that to the Nintendo Switch, whatever the next Nintendo system's going to be?
There's really no excuse now after seeing The Witcher come out for the Switch.
Yeah.
There's
you
no
talking about?
I thought that was possible.
You talking about Cyberpunk?
No. Well, that too, if you wanted to, but like Nier Automata, like that should be on Nintendo Switch.
At this point, there's no real reason not to. So yeah, I agree that if you know, there's a bigger market for Japanese games than there is for next generation Japanese game on Xbox, which is sad. So You know what I think. What I want Nintendo to do is kind of focus more on their hardware, man. Stop doing the gimmicks. If you wanted a handheld this gen, you should have made an individual handheld that was more powerful and kept your console doing what normal consoles do. But they wanted to make this hybrid shit. It's not a bad idea because it's selling very well. The reception is amazing, right? They're getting great games. Their games are selling good. The games are getting good scores. What's not to love about the Switch? But your drawback is you're not going to be able to get every game, or every developer is not going to want to do sacrifices to put that game on your platform. You know, because at this point in time, we understand that Witcher developers can make great looking games. If anybody talks about how bad it looks, it's not going to be on a Witcher developers. It's going to be on Nintendo and how shitty their hardware is. You know, so maybe I think more developers should think about it that way. Downgrade it, put it on the Switch if it's not too much of a hassle, but don't be offended if the game looks like ass. It's not your fault. It's Nintendo's fault for having weak hardware. If developers think more like that, more games should definitely end up on the Switch. But I think the developers are a little sensitive on the internet when they hear that their game looks like ass. You know.
I mean, you're trying to make an extra buck, you got to compromise, especially with that type of hardware. Got no choice. He didn't say gamer. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sequel. It could be a prequel. It's just another iteration that's been confirmed, I think is what he said.
Okay, so we might have the vamp chick. We might have her on here next weekend.
All right.
I talked to her. I'll talk to you about it afterwards. But we might have her. I'm gonna try to get some other people on here too.
Yeah, it seems like she needs an outlet. We can help her out with that.
Mm-hmm.
She's like just killing Xbox fans from what I've seen.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what's the next topic? I'm gonna start freeballing. The Last of Us 2. What's the thoughts, man? Yeah. Oh boy, boy's right.
Oh boy.
Last of Us is rumored for February next year.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima is rumored for around May to September of next year. I think that's awesome. Look, it's the end of the gen. Sony doesn't need exclusives every month. They don't need exclusives every 3 months. They're fine. They're about to get to 100 million. They can be in cruise control all they fucking want leading up to the PS5, right? Okay, it's not that important for them. Everybody else, it is pretty fucking important that they continue to drop good games. They want to try to catch up to where Sony is, or at least be placed somewhere at the point in time when Sony gets to 100 million. Sony is about to get to 100 million PS4 sold very, very soon. And whatever amount of units sold the Switch is at or the Xbox is at that point in time, they will be placed accordingly. And it might end up looking like the Switch is number 2 instead of number 3 by the time PS4 gets to 100 million. Because the Switch is selling. They have a lot of reasons to keep that system selling. There's lots of games coming out for the Switch. They just threw them at you, bro. With gameplay also. They were doing it right. Microsoft has a good relationship with Nintendo. They should have been watching Nintendo's conference and understand that that's why people were cheering and shit. They got gameplay. They were cheering because they got gameplay. So what's your thoughts on Last of Us? You guys think it's I'm looking
I don't
at
think it's coming out February. I think it's just gonna get delayed from whatever they always delay their stuff, man. Look at Uncharted 4, look at Last of Us.
If it was supposed to come out this year and it was delayed to next year, don't you think it's coming?
I never thought it was coming out this year, to be honest.
I thought it was definitely coming out this year because like there were so many signs, you know, that were coming.
Yeah. I mean,
they haven't even talked about the multiplayer either. That's something they got to address at some point.
Exactly. We're at the we were at the middle of the month, right? Now we're over the middle of the month portion. We're about to be in July, the 7th month. Okay, so they have 4. No. They have 5. They have 5 months, right, to do something. But they actually have 3 months until like November. So in 3 months, we need to hear something from them. So they got July, August, and September. We need to hear something from them in the next 3 months. Nothing's happening in December, people. So nothing is fucking happening. The only thing that might happen in December is the PlayStation experience. Other than that, there's no game coming out in December. So that's why I kind of don't even acknowledge that month. But in the next 3 months, July, August, September, I expect to play State of Play in one of these months. Probably August, maybe September. But you got these different events also coming up, bro. You got PAX East about to come up. You got the Tokyo Game Show. You got Gamescom. You got Paris Games Week, if it's still happening this year, because I know Sony won't be going again. There's a lot of shit about to happen. And I don't know, man. I mean, I didn't mind that Sony didn't go to E3, but for them not to say anything and it's about to be July, I'm kind of freaking out. So we still have days left before July. And I hope that we can get something from them. Tomorrow is a Monday. They could start out the week with some surprising news. So, I mean,
what would they have to talk about? I'm still waiting on the price drop, but
that's all they have to do. Show off The Last of Us. Price cut's probably not coming until holiday of this year, where they do, and it's gonna do a permanent fucking price cut, Sam. It's gonna do.
Might be the longest I've gone without a price cut.
Yeah, I mean, again, similar to Nintendo, they have a reason for the system to keep selling. They have games, you know. I know the next gen is here for them, and that gives them more of a reason to do one. But maybe they feel a little cocky that they have games that will sell the system, you know.
This thing with Nintendo though, they're like so greedy and ghetto. They never drop the prices on any of their games.
They don't drop the prices on the games or their hardware. Yeah. They've always been like this. They were selling games at $60 for the NES and Super NES, man. Just Nintendo.
Didn't they jack up the Wii U remasters like $10 or $20 too? Like they're just that's the way the voice operated.
Was it one of the Paper Mario games is $60? He saw it for $60 at Target. The one with the color splash or some shit. Yeah. Yeah. That's how that
consumers are dumb enough to keep buying it. I guess I can't blame them, but at the same time, you're obviously being greedy. They're not trying to hide that. Like Sony, like look at all these games they have now. Like they had God of War and Spider-Man for like $15-20 right for like a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They'll always give you offers, at least on the software.
Bro, I need to go. You know what I might do this week since I get paid? I mean, it's pretty much a free check. I might go to that PlayStation Gear website. I want to get something from there, man.
You gonna get a hoodie?
Might be a shirt, might be like a couple shirts, because I know I'm about to go clothes shopping. I need to, bro. I've been saying that for the last 2 years. I'm gonna go clothes shopping for the summer, and I mean real clothes shopping, like fucking maybe drop 200. Yeah.
New shoes, new everything.
I saw the fucking Kratos hoodie. You know that hoodie's $300, right?
Why, dude?
I know. And that's why I haven't been talking about it, because when I went to the link and I saw it, and it's not by Sony, it's by some third-party guy that makes hoodies. And for them to even allow that, I was like, either they're taking a lot of that money, Sony is, or they just have no control over it. But I'm like, it's a normal white hoodie with a red Kratos tattoo. And I'm like, why is that $300?
That is, come on, man. You can make that on a blank white t-shirt, get somebody to just, come on, dude.
I don't know what type of magical properties it has inside of it, but I'm not paying $300 for a fucking hoodie. I don't pay $300.
Trying to take advantage.
So, I'm not paying $300 for a fucking hoodie, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. I'll buy me another Kratos fucking shirt. And
I know Kratos and Cora Borlaug are big time, but it's, I guess everybody's going to try to take a chance somewhere.
Hey, they gotta do it. So, listen to Ubisoft. Oh, I hate these guys so much when it comes to fucking talking about old or new hardware. Ubisoft is saying PS5 and Xbox Scarlet will be a major leap. Look, my problem with Ubisoft is that they blame PS4 for not being able to achieve shit. And at the time that they blamed PS3, they said PS3 was difficult to develop for and they couldn't do certain things. That's why Assassin's Creed looked like ass. Then The Last of Us came out at the end of the generation and shut them up. Then they said, the Wii U is so powerful. They put a game on a Wii U, the zombie game. It looked like ass. Then they end up jumping ship to fucking Xbox and say how good Xbox is, and then the PS4. Ubisoft is always wrong, bro. I don't like them at all. I really just don't. Because their games this gen should have looked a lot better. They could have looked a lot better. And I don't know what this excuse of them making their games world so big, so that's why they decrease the graphics or whatever. I don't like it, man. You know, you can make an open world game and not make it so fucking tedious to run around in.
They have the most mediocre open world games, man. Like, the problem I have with Days Gone, that'd be pretty much like if one of their guys developed it just with a way better engine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mediocre open world game, and they make money off it, man. Yeah, kudos to them. But at the same time, you're right. They overpromise and underdeliver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that they can stop, but I don't think so.
I think wasn't it the dude was doing Scalebound, doing Bayonetta. I think he said consoles are pretty much more or less the same next gen. I'm not sure if that was
that's the guy that blocked me on Twitter. And
yeah.
I told the guy that Monster Hunter shut the hell up. I told the guy that Monster Hunter World was better than Bayonetta 3, and Bayonetta 3 was not out yet. I thought it was out yet, or I thought it was coming out, and it wasn't coming out. And that's another thing we should have talked about. The Bayonetta and Metroid Prime were fucking missing from E3, and it doesn't seem like anybody cared.
Non-existent, dude.
Yeah. It's like Nintendo gets away with everything, bro. That was the shit that people really wanted. And then we ended up finding out after E3 that a lot of those games were coming to PlayStation and PC. Like a lot of their games they show, like the indies and Tales games and shit like that. It's fucking crazy.
They tried to make it seem like the Contra collection was exclusive. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Bro, that shit was too fucking funny, man. That was too fucking funny.
I noticed it on the store immediately. Like, here, $20 by the Contra collection. I was like, oh, I thought this was exclusive. Some bullshit.
But yeah, I told the creator of Bayonetta that Monster Hunter World was better than Bayonetta 3. And I'm not sure if I said better or will sell better. I probably should have said will sell better. That probably would have hurt his feelings. And then he said, I'm better than nothing. He said me. He said, I'm better than nothing. So that meant
that's why he's a legend.
Yeah, he said, I'm nothing. So what was funny about it is, again, he has not showed us Bayonetta 3, and Bayonetta 2 didn't sell like fucking Monster Hunter did. So I was like, he doesn't like Sony either. He's similar to Ubisoft, bro. And his reason is
spiteful.
Yeah, he is. His reason is he couldn't get Bayonetta 1 to look or perform good on the PS3 because he was too fucking lazy to learn the architecture, and it went down in flames. Because at that time, PS3 was picking up steam in sales, so there was a good amount of people that brought the game on PS3 and found out how shitty it was. And again, at a certain point, you can't blame the hardware. You have to look at the developer. It's like Days Gone. There are a lot of things in Days Gone that should be fixed. Again, I can't blame my PS4. I have to blame the developers that made it. Just using that as an example. So he is not a good developer. He had a good, powerful system. And again, this is the system that at the time for Bayonetta 1 and the earlier versions of Assassin's Creed, The Last of Us had not existed yet. The Last of Us was the last game to come out on the PS3. And when it came out, all of the developers that were bitching about having problems with the with the PS3's architecture, I keep saying PS4, they ended up looking stupid because The Last of Us proved everybody wrong. It got all those awards and people were salty. and then Sony ended up making the PS4 and making it more accessible for all types of different developers, which was good, of course. And then people start sucking their dick. Basically, everybody want to be a PlayStation fan and shit like that. And the rest went down.
Well, they finally ditched the style they got with the program.
Exactly.
That's Marcus Cerny.
So I will say one thing: fuck Ubisoft. Okay, fuck those guys, and fuck the creator of Bayonetta. He could suck a dick. Don't care about him. Yeah. So all I'm gonna say, man, last but not least, Ape Escape. Did you see it? There's a brand new official Ape Escape supposed to be coming out for the anniversary. And we're supposed to have PlayStation fans here. I need to Damn it, Adam!
I don't just said, bro. Don't talk shit about Ubisoft, okay?
Oh damn! I knew it.
They blocked your ass for your content.
I knew it. If I said Ubisoft sucked a couple more times, you were gonna pop up.
I'll pop
Candyman.
Look out, man. I'm with Fatal, bro. When Fatal said they talked about what was it? Watch Dogs Legion? Yeah, bro. Like, people don't sip on that game, man. If it works, man. You good?
Okay, Adam. Since you're here, bro, we need to ask you some questions.
God.
Ape Escape. Ape Escape, bro. Ape Escape. I'm hyped. Okay. So, you know a little bit more than me, even though I'm pretty sure I played Ape Escape before you. What is the official release date for Ape Escape? Because
I don't know.
Wikipedia is telling me May 31st, so that means that the anniversary doesn't make sense. People are saying the anniversary is coming up, but nobody knows when the fucking release date is. Okay. When did Ape Escape come out in the United States?
What are they expecting? A remaster?
You're asking someone that does not play and has not played an Ape Escape game. You do understand that, right?
Okay, shut up. Okay, there we go. Here we go.
This came out on May 31st.
No, listen to this. We have a lot of different fucking release dates. We have there's a Ape Escape that came out. Yeah, there's an Ape Escape that came out for the PS2 in Japan. Something about Pirate or Prime or something, and that's July 1st. Ape Escape 3 came out July 14th. Ape Escape 2 came out July 18th. Let's see. And they're saying the first Ape Escape came out May 31st, 1999. There's another Ape Escape for the PlayStation Move came out July 5th. There's another type of Ape Escape that came out July 13th. And then there's another Ape Escape that came out July 26th. So I guess people are saying the anniversary is in July because most of them come out only in July. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So I guess
I put a link. They just basically teased the game. That was from PlayStation themselves.
Where you post the link at?
It's in the chat. Eurogamer reported it 4 hours ago. IGN reported it 2 hours ago.
You talking about that? He's hiding in the forest.
It's gonna be a new game. No, for Ape Escape. Supposedly it's being teased.
You talking about that ape that was hiding behind a tree in the forest?
No, I'm talking about. I didn't read the link. I just saw a bunch of stuff. It said they're basically just teasing a new game. I don't know what they did to tease it.
Yeah, it's a.
But I guess
forest.
It was obvious.
There's a forest and an ape is behind the fucking tree, looking at you.
There you go.
That's illegal.
Looking at a tree from behind a bush hood.
So they said there's a casino coming to Grand Theft Auto. I know that's gonna be a lot of microtransactions. God damn, bro. Like,
yeah, because it's still selling. That's the reason why it's still on the MPGs.
Bro, isn't that funny though? Like, they call loot boxes and shit like that like gambling, and then you're gonna add a fucking casino in Grand Theft Auto. Like, that is just rich.
That's just basically spitting in people's mouths, and they don't even know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Rockstar, they can do no wrong sort of thing. Which, again, that's okay. But to me, I don't give a shit. I'm not dazed by their bullshit. I'm sorry. Like, they should be a part of, what's happening with EA and everyone else. They're the problem as well. But then again, they like I said, man, they've been selling their game for years upon years. They're still making sure that shit's being attended to. I don't see that with Red Dead, even though they are trying to. I don't know. It's bougie.
Any topics you want to add in before we get up out of here, or?
What do you think about those guys?
You guys talk about Xbox and their conference and like that, and I was like, okay. I mean, you pretty much said exactly what I would probably say. Or talk about,
So do you think that the Ape Escape is good? Like, I think that Sony did need Ape Escape coming back, but I'm glad they. Do we call it a skip? Do we call it a skip? I think they skipped this gen. Hold on.
Skip for what?
In terms of Ape Escape, yeah, there's no Ape Escapes this show.
Yeah, no Ape Escapes. Yeah.
No. I was also talking about last gen because last gen they ended up bringing an Ape Escape game out for the PlayStation Move towards the end, and it was almost like you went a whole gen without an Ape Escape, kind of like there was not a single Metroid game for the N64. Most people don't understand that. Metroid came back on a GameCube, but not on the N64. Yeah. So you skip that whole fucking gen. I mean, developers do it all the time. Companies do that shit all the time. It's kind of like
trying to look into doing whatever, something different, but just didn't work out maybe.
Yeah. But I would love to see Ape Escape come back, and I would love it to have fur, similar to
Crash.
Crash. I mean, take that approach because you can do it.
Well, we need a full-fledged game, not like a motion control knockoff.
That thing, a full-fledged game, not a VR title.
Hold up. It could be both. I mean, I wouldn't mind it being in VR because it would be better.
I would not mind it being both, but don't make it only for VR. Maybe what if we say we don't like VR 5 times and Lincoln comes in here?
It's not having to do with it being bad. It's just the main audience is on the console.
Did you say fuck VR, bro?
It's illegal. Yeah. I did what?
He said, fuck the future.
Fuck the future.
What the?
Fuck the future.
Oh, God.
Fuck them kids.
I would love for Ape Escape to come back, but I would also love for PlayStation All-Stars to come back, so I don't care. We got so many characters. Let me go to my fucking banner, bro. First of all, we got Aloy, right? We got Aloy. We got anybody from Yakuza that can be added. We have the Hunter from Bloodborne. Fucking Spider-Man can be added now. The new Kratos and Atreus. Character from Shadow of Colossus. I wanted him in part 1. The new Drake, of course. Let's see.
Lost Guardian.
Lost Guardian.
Keiju.
Both Gravity Rush girls. Both of the girls from Gravity Rush. Anybody.
Cat and Raven. Right.
Yeah. Oh, the guy. You know what? Have the main character from Final Fantasy X. Since they have Cloud, might as well put the character from Final Fantasy X. I mean, we could get away with getting Cloud in the PlayStation All-Stars. We could get away with that shit.
It's not owned by anybody, so
yeah, why not? Yeah. Even if it's in a Smash Brothers.
It's like Solid Snake or Naked Snake.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts has way more history with PlayStation than fucking Nintendo. The Hunter from Monster Hunter. Add that motherfucker in there. Let's see.
Does it even have a name?
Doesn't matter.
Right. Japanese guy, generic form number 1, I guess we'll call him.
Speaking of Japanese guy, anybody from Persona, anybody from Phantasy Star, the Legend of Dragoon main character, which they should do a full remake since everybody's doing good remakes. Speaking of remake, Adam, Blue Point, what the fuck are they making? Do you have any insight into what Blue Point Studios is making? Legend of Dragoon would be nice. Or Ape Escape if they're making that. I mean, they've made some Japanese fucking remakes, so it's not.
The last rumor that we heard from them was that they are supposedly be making a Demon Souls game, which again, that's cool for people that want a Demon's Souls remake or remaster. But there was a lot of people, there was a lot of things on Reddit talking about a remake for Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation only. Because PlayStation 1 has still got contracts under the first game and the fourth game. The second and third was remastered for Xbox as well as PlayStation, as well as PC, I think. And I don't know if Nintendo got it. And then 5 was for everybody as well. So for me, I wouldn't mind them doing either one, but for me, I preferably would love for them to do a Metal Gear Solid remake, 100%.
I'm fine with either one, man. That should be epic, though.
Again, the thing is, where I kind of feel like that could be a thing is the amount of people. That obviously this is also on Reddit, but also just in general, those who are remaking like Metal Gear levels and the open segments. I remember watching a Unreal Engine 4 open sequence of Metal Gear, and I was like, if they were to do that, that would be really fucking good. And again, there's a lot of fans wanting this, and it's only a matter of time before I hope someone comes to their senses and goes, you know what, we should do this. We should do a remake. Because again,
So I see that Marvel is playing Spider-Man PS4 on over there on Instagram, and I wanted to and they're showing off the official Spider-Man PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Do you still think there's a chance to get those 2 new outfits from Far From Home, even though they said they weren't going to release it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, bro. Because it's like they're still promoting the fuck out of this game, and it's not a year old yet. So I think for the year anniversary, we're getting a new outfit or new talkings about the Spider-Man PS4 game, maybe a developer diary or some shit. But I definitely believe that the 2 new outfits in Spider-Man Far From Home can be released for free as a promotion for Spider-Man PS4 and also help.
They're going to support that game for a long time, man. It just keeps selling.
Bro.
It's basically tracking like GTA in a way.
Exactly. It is a golden goose. And we all knew it was going to be one, but it is a golden goose. I know
Insomniac are already making their next game, and PlayStation are throwing in staff for them. So it's either going to be Ratchet and Clank, or it might be a brand new IP. It might be. I
would love them to do what they did with Sunset. Make something whatever you want, and it will sell on PlayStation, bro. I would love that.
Yeah, Sunset was an underrated game on Xbox that pisses me off still to this day.
I know, right?
It was a dumb decision.
Sunset Overdrive was incredible, man.
You could make your own character. You could fucking go around a city. You could grind on the fucking wires. It had wacky ass weapons, bro. It's one of the games I'm jealous of. Like I always said last gen, Fable was that game, right? That was the game. If you ask me what game do I want an Xbox for, Fable was always that game, and I'm talking about one. Okay, this gen it was Sunset, bro. If it was one game, it will be Sunset. If I go the route of upgrading my PC and my PC is ever powerful enough to play a game like Sunset, would I be playing on my PC? Fuck yeah. But it's an Xbox game first and foremost, if you really want to think of it that way. And I just don't know, man. Like they gave the game away for free for Xbox games with gold. They had it low at fucking $20 or some shit, maybe 10. Nobody buys it. It's come on, man. Like come on, man.
Just roll back on that Fable thing. I mean, you know my thoughts on Fable. All right, I've already said that after this E3, I don't feel like Fable even exists at this point. Like, I don't know what you guys are thinking. Like, do you think the game is real? Do you think it will come out next year? Obviously, for the next gen console. I mean, I think it, but after C3, I was like, a lot of people there was a lot of things going on about fucking Fable, and I'm like, as soon as that comes in, I'm like, wait a minute, where the fuck was Fable? Like that completely left my mind.
Adam, from what I understand, they swamped it out with fucking Flight Sim, according to what Matt Booty was talking about.
Oh, what?
That was the reveal that they wanted. That they sent an interview after the conference, man. That they swamped that game out because they want that to be fucking more of a push for the next gen console.
Right there, bro.
Dude, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was saying to Jay earlier. That was such a dumb fucking move to do, man.
Oh! Let me tell you how dumb it is. I'm hearing that the flight simulator onto PC first. I'm hearing that it's going to PC first, then it's coming to Xbox. That's what I mean. That's how stupid this deal was.
Now, wouldn't you just bring them both at the same time?
I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that shit right now, and I don't understand it. This is like the third time Microsoft has done it, even with Gears of War Tactics. They put it on PC first, then they bring it over to Xbox. I'm like, you don't. Why are you doing
those games? Like, I mean, Xbox fans. I mean, to us, I think pretty sure most Xbox fans would be like, yeah, why did we even think this was a good thing to do? It's a pop game, right? Tactics, and you had the pop game. And it's like, why? Think that was a good idea to be made? I don't.
Wasting resources.
I personally think Tactics was actually pretty fucking stellar in my opinion. But I love strategy games like those. So I mean, that's my kind of stick. But
that's all right.
Pop looks terrible. Pop looks horrendous.
The thing is, they've done this before, haven't they? With Halo Wars, right?
Halo Wars wasn't that bad.
That's what I mean. Like, but they've done it before, obviously. With but they're doing this time with Gears, a little bit different. It isn't completely the same, but I think you mentioned it, Fatal. A lot of things that are in the conference, they should have been in an Inside Xbox because. Agreed. Like, I completely agree with you on that because there was a lot of staleness. I think Sam put it as well. Like 30 minutes of the conference was good. After that, it was very up and down, lackluster sort of thing. They ended it with Halo, which was great, awesome. You're expecting gameplay, but you basically get a cutscene. And I think there was gameplay when he boots up Chief, and you see the visor and chat. I think that's gameplay. But the thing is, if I'm an Xbox fan, I would not be impressed with that gameplay because I watched Digital Foundry's depth look of that part, and based on games that we've had on PlayStation 4, certain games that are comparisons to that, it doesn't look great because they spent I don't know how many years they spent making this new engine, which was, I forgot what it's called now, but I was expecting something really, really big from it, and I didn't get a lot of wow factor from this new engine that's going to bring something different to the next gen. It just looks bad.
I think it's called the Slip engine.
I wanted to talk about something because a lot of people keep saying PlayStation doesn't have exclusives. I'm going to be naming off exclusives and console exclusives. First, Judgment. Second, Catherine, Full Body. Neo 2. Death Stranding. Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers. Trails of Cold Steel 3. Ni no Kuni Remastered. Yeast. I think that's 6 or something like that.
Ni no Kuni gonna be on the Switch?
Medieval. Oh yeah, no, yeah, they're getting a PS. They're getting a PS3 port. They're not getting a remaster. That's why it's a console exclusive. Only the PC and the PS4 are getting a remasters that allow you to do 4K 60 or above.
Bells and whistles.
Concrete Genie and Shenmue 3. Of course, Medieval. I'll also put that in there. Shenmue 3 is not going to Xbox. Why?
Too chinky?
No, why, but it's that should have been the game Phil went to Japan to secure. Why do you secure another Dragon Ball Z game when you know Dragon Ball Z was going to go to Xbox anyway?
It's funny that you say that about Shenmue 3 because 1 and 2 are now on Game Pass. That was one of the games they dropped there at the beginning of the month there. They dropped a lot of shit. A lot of stuff on Game Pass at the beginning of the month.
Exactly.
23 games or some shit. It was crazy.
Yep. Nice. But what's up, man? You got 1 and 2, and they have history with Sega. You know?
I have no idea. I have no idea why that game is not coming to Xbox.
The developer has said it already publicly. They have no plans of putting this game on Xbox.
Probably because it wouldn't sell for shit.
Wow. There you go. And see, that's the thing. When even developers don't need Microsoft to publicly come out and announce how many consoles they have sold since the launch. of the console, that's when it sucks, bro. When everybody knows your system's selling like shit and you don't even have to say it.
Yep.
Man, they got to change their shit next gen, man. Maybe they need to have a cheaper console. Maybe they should have a. You almost out of here?
Yeah. My phone's at like 10%.
What's going on? I was just going to say, did you? I just want to ask.
We're about to leave like in 20 minutes, huh?
Did you talk about the stuff that happened yesterday about Inside Xbox and Mixer?
I was going to get to that.
What happened?
The original content creator stuff that the ones that are like that actually like put everything together
cut them down.
What's going on? What's going on?
Basically, the people that like the creators behind Inside Xbox and the Mixer segments and shit like that are being laid off.
And why? Because they suck or what?
Don't really know.
I don't know how they
I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about Mixer sucks and Inside Xbox sucks.
No, they want to move everything to Mixer, apparently.
Yep. Yeah. It's difficult to I don't know what they go off by.
Mixer though. People use Twitch and YouTube, but I still don't I don't know. I know people that use it, but not like people are leaving their fucking Twitch and YouTube information. But they're not.
Mixer's basically Twitch, isn't it? Twitch and obviously
it's their version of
it's the unknown stepchild version.
I see. I mean, you're trying to break into that
stepchild.
I mean, listen, thumbs up to them for trying to break into that market. But yeah, if you're up against Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, and then you're going up against YouTube, which is owned by Google, do you really want to try and do that? I mean, listen, Microsoft have done this sort of thing before, like the Zoom, right?
Yeah, I remember the Zoom. I remember that shit.
I remember that.
They did a sort of deal to make sure they could get some sort of vibe around it, but it didn't happen. So it was like, fuck it, chuck up to a loss and go back to the drawing board. And listen, this happens to Microsoft, it happens to Google, and even obviously, Amazon as well. But yeah, I don't know I've never really understood why you would. Again, there's a lot of things with Microsoft that put their money into. It's like, do you ever think to yourself you're doing it for a good reason, or are you just doing it for a certain craze, and then you're like, fuck, we've done something not as good as what we thought it would be?
I think so. I think that the second one. Yeah, I don't think they thought. I think they thought it was going to be as good, but it wasn't. I mean, look, YouTube's powerful, even though it's broken. Twitch is very powerful. Mixer was not going to survive, and I don't know why they want to keep wasting time with it. But hey, that's up to them, But I think they're doing a good thing, cutting it off before it actually makes them lose a lot more money. Look, next gen is next year. A lot of people are going to do a lot of weird shit. You're going to see mergers. You're going to see cancellations. You're going to see studios shutting down. That's just all the sign of the times of a new generation. So I don't think a lot of people should be so surprised at something like this. They're just getting ready for next gen. They see this shit didn't work for this gen. They're getting rid of it. They're going to move on to some new tactic, try to make people care about their system. Because right now, whatever they're doing is not working.
It's just all man. It's a lot of things. It's weird. This end of last generation, there was, I don't know what it is, but there was an easy subtlety to what was going to happen. But this end of this gen, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of rocky in a sense for some people. It just is. E3 this year is a big fucking indication of that, because Xbox basically were hyping up the show, saying how good it and how big it was going to be. But then after you watched that conference, it kind of just felt like Xbox went, all right, see you guys later for next E3, which I see a lot of people on Twitter say how Xbox fans only look forward to E3 every year. Mm-hmm. And I kind of get to the point more and more, you're kind of maybe speaking a lot of truth. At first, I'm like, no, I don't think that's right, but maybe they are. It's just odd. It's just,
they're looking forward to being disappointed every year.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean,
they troll their own fan base every year, and they're looking forward to it. I mean, geez.
Mm-hmm. I know. This is what I wanted to know, though. If they fire, let these people at Inside Xbox, does that mean that they're still getting the Inside Xbox that we heard was coming up with Gears gameplay? So is that still happening?
I want to know how Major Nelson isn't fired. If we're gonna cut stuff to basically balance the checkbook or whatever, why wouldn't you cut the tenured executives first? Like, is that guy related to Bill Gates or something? I don't understand. They got like 5 of these executives you could just fire. Start fresh. Nobody gives a fuck about them, I guess, obviously, aside from Phil Spencer and whoever runs it, Nadella, but I don't understand why these execs are still around. That dude at Inside Xbox had way more charisma than fucking Major Nelson ever did. The tall black guy. I saw his Twitter post and he was like, I just got Lego. I'm like, dude, you were awesome. He was the best part about that whole stupid show. I mean, it wasn't Major Nelson with the cringeworthy gloves and all the weird shit.
Oh, I wish he would just go away.
That's my question. Why doesn't he go away? Why is he still being employed by them? I don't understand that.
It's always, I don't know how much he gets paid, but I tell you right now, he's getting paid a fuckload of money for being a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. He's a gimmick. That's what he is. He's a gimmick.
But nobody cares about him.
What's the word called? He's a gimmick and a mascot.
He's a mascot, kind of like Reggie at a certain point. Yeah, Reggie was the president, but he looked more like a mascot because everybody knew him and cared about him. But Major Nelson,
false value.
Look, I don't know who cares about Major Nelson. Okay, I don't want to say people don't.
They don't.
Okay, shut up. But
the console will be selling butter, wouldn't it?
What did he bring to Xbox apart from the white fucking gloves? Nothing.
You got to pay his ass 6 figures, if not more. I'm just saying, why wouldn't he be the first guy?
What was that guy that Sony had last gen? I forget what his freaking name was.
The white gloves matter.
Who? What are you talking about?
Hello, Jack Ryan.
No, the dude from last generation on the PS3 that came in like midway through and like.
Yeah, Kevin Butler, the guy.
Yeah. Kevin Butler. Yeah. Major Nelson reminds me of like him, but on like a low crappier.
He was lowest of low. He wasn't even an employee.
It was like a comedic.
Kevin Butler was hilarious. Butler was hilarious, man. I remember that epic speech that he did that one year at E3, the same year that Portal 2 that announcement Gabe was on stage.
I remember.
He saved the PS3, man. Kevin Butler saved the PS3. Kevin Butler saved the PS3 single-handedly. Him and the little boy that was promoting the PSP at the time. Those guys saved PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, the kid from Roblox.
I think Sony sued Kevin Butler.
Stick your game up.
Because Kevin Butler.
I think he promoted the Move controllers really fucking well.
Oh my god!
That commercial that he did. What do you do? You go pew pew pew.
And conferences as well. When he came on the conferences,
Kevin Butler was amazing.
He when he talked about it, it was like an inspirational sort of thing where again gaming. It's like when you hear Phil Spencer say it, it's just like a very corporate way of doing it. With him, he was left to right, talking about being fucking precision about it, and it's just like Phil Spencer's there, peacock out, like we're gonna talk about games, and I'm gonna talk about no, man, get the fuck off.
Yeah, that was a good E3 for Sony that year, man. When you had him on stage like that, that shit was awesome, man.
Hey, that guy. Oh god.
Well, plus that Portal 2 announcement was pretty big too. After all the freaking shit talking that Gabe was saying.
Yeah, him to come out on stage like that. I didn't even believe it at first. Yeah, he was talking shit about PlayStation the whole John.
Yo, and the way they advertised that game too as well on the PlayStation 3 was amazing too, because if you bought the PS3 version, you get the Steam version for free. Like that was genius for them to do that.
Didn't it have cross save too? Like it had some kind of cross implementation,
it did, because I played a co-op with my buddy I was playing on the PS3 and he was playing on the PC.
The orange box, was it?
But they don't do crossplay.
Yeah, right. Well, it's the same with Final Fantasy Realm Reborn, man. Like that game. I'm still surprised why Xbox hasn't got that yet.
Okay. I got that answer for you. It comes from last gen, where they said that they didn't want to do crossplay with PlayStation. Last gen.
No. Well, I get that now, but you would think now would be the opportunity.
But it's like the reason why they're not doing it is because of the bullshit they did last year, and they never made up for it. Look,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Back to Square and say, okay, let's work it out. Let's be doing a crossplay with you guys. No, it's like, well, we rejected you once. Well, fuck it.
But that's the thing that kind of weirds me out a bit, man. Because when you go back and you look at what they did on the OG Xbox and the PS2 with Final Fantasy 11, like that game was crossplay across all 3 platforms. You know what I mean? It was weird to see that happening, man. But nobody really said anything at the time because nobody really cared. So like last gen, I mean, I get the whole entire aspect behind that, but this gen now, it seems like Microsoft's really trying to enforce that narrative to try to get crossplay on everything.
You're right.
So desperate to get the brand out there wherever they can, but
yep,
we'll never know the hardware sales.
Yeah, exactly. No, Microsoft is too shameful of that, dude. Clearly, we know the system is not selling for shit. I mean, that's a given. That's a given, man.
Yeah, bro. Like you're saying, then they're bringing up Game Pass every day for like $1.50, whatever. It's obvious they're desperate. And at the same time, they're still screwing over
the thing is, like, it's fucked up because for me over here where I live in Canada, freaking like they do have the dollar thing, and the thing of it is like freaking I have to have the full amount in my actual account in order to be eligible to get that dollar freaking deal, which is fucking stupid.
Wow, dude, that is stupid.
That is, yeah, it's freaking retarded.
Friendly.
Nope.
If you want to hear something retarded, how about fucking EA saying how loot boxes are a surprise mechanic?
Surprise mechanics, yo. I can't get over that shit.
They went to the British Parliament and they fucking said that. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
That is the most idiotic fucking shit that I've ever heard. You know, like I was saying before, man, that Andrew Wilson guy, that CEO of EA, get him the fuck out of there, dude.
Yeah.
He's the reason why these loot boxes and shit like that are there, man. Nah, he needs to fucking get the fuck out of there, man.
I actually watched the fucking video, the clip of it, and I was like, oh my. The thing is, they were doing that. I feel like the reason why they did that was because they're in front of Parliament. These guys probably don't play fucking games. They're just a part of the legislation or whatever the fuck they're going for. Yeah. So when they say that, they're like, that sounds pretty interesting, but when we hear it, it's like, you got to be fucking serious.
Oh, and I know everybody saw that shit. And they told their parents that work for the British Parliament that these guys are fucking bullshit. So they're not getting away with it. They're not.
I mean, like, I watch Inside Gaming every day, which is an old machinima show that got revived from Funhouse. The 2 original guys were Adam and Bruce. Mm-hmm. And like, this is one thing I like about watching them, because they bring up these sort of bits of news and then they go in depth, like on little things here and there. And like, for instance, one of the things that they brought up was like, it approximately would cost you around a couple of £1,000 to get the best fucking FIFA team of whatever the fuck it is, of packs. And like, that's ridiculous. Like $5 fucking grand. And based on EA's revenue, like financial revenue every fucking year, the vast majority of it comes from fucking FIFA. Then you have, whatever other games they got on the side. That's fucking terrible.
That's crazy.
Like, I mean, it's working for them, of course, but like, if you put those numbers in front of any person that plays games, you're looking at thinking, who the fuck why are people buying this shit? It's like, yeah, no crap. But that baffled me, that most of their fucking revenue comes from FIFA. Just FIFA in general. I'm like, fuck me. Not even Madden or Battlefield. I mean, Battlefield is not doing great. Anthem's kind of in turmoil, but apparently it's on the up. I've been hearing.
No, they're taking advantage of these immigrants. They know what they're doing with that game.
Oh God!
Everybody wants to play soccer and stuff, man.
I know what it is with EA, bro.
Whether it's that kid from that country we never heard of, or somebody from South America, man, everybody's into that genre.
I mean, listen, right after was it this week? Yeah, I think it was this week. I think it was Jason tried to put up an article, or someone talked about fucking Star Trek. Oh, sorry, not Star Trek. Star Wars. Fallen. What was it? Order. Jedi Fallen Order. And the gameplay that we saw was only a small fucking part of it. And then they talked about how you can visit different planets, you can upgrade your ship, and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did they not show this at E3? Like, all this shit that was behind closed doors.
I got a red alert.
It's weird, man.
Got a red alert. You were speaking of Spider-Man. This is what PlayStation said right now. PlayStation on official Twitter has said new PlayStation games coming this week. Samurai Showdown. I forgot all about that game. The Sinking City. Medusa and Her Lover. I don't know what that is. And last but not least, Spider-Man Far From Home virtual reality experience. You guys remember that Spider-Man Homecoming had a similar virtual reality experience for the PSVR. I know they're going to try to capitalize off of Far From Home, so they're definitely going to put these outfits in the Spider-Man PS4. I don't see why not.
Same thing for Homecoming, didn't they? VR.
Yeah, Iron Man release day, man, for the VR. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. There's a lot of things after E3, man. Everything's like popping out bit by bit. Obviously, Phil Spencer got a lot of flack after E3 because obviously the interviews, which I always look into. Every E3, it's always a sense of Phil Spencer talks to interviewers in different terms and something will fucking slip. And everyone's like, Phil, listen, you saying this. Why the fuck are you in consoles? And then it's just like, talks about the subscription service more than the actual consoles. And you guys mentioned Lockhart and Anaconda. Turns out, apparently they dropped Lockhart because of Google. Apparently the Stadia or some shit like that, they end up not doing it. I'm like, I don't know how that factors into it, but sure. I mean, I think I mentioned it to you, Jay. I think that they're going down the route of the X will be the cheaper version of Anaconda. And then they'll stick to Xbox One S, X, and Scarlet. And then with the PlayStation, they'll stick to the Pro. Later on down the line, when PS5 releases, they'll stick to the Pro, the 5, and then whether they'll have a Slim or whatever down the line.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, do you think they're going to release a Slim version of both of those, like the Pro and the Xbox One X?
I don't know. I don't think so, no. I mean, Xbox could, because Xbox, but nah. If I was them, I wouldn't do any of that. I would just.
We don't know shit about the Project xCloud stuff either. Like, nothing. Release day, price. They keep randomly talking about that.
It was playable on the show floor. Apparently, it was really good. There was latency, bits and bobs. But I think from what I could gather, between the Stadia and the xCloud, Stadia actually was way better than xCloud. That's probably because, they're more focused on, that priority. They're not focusing on another console.
Can Xbox be good at anything? Like they have their attention divided amongst so many freaking things. Like they're last in everything. Like it's ridiculous to me, dude. You have all this power, this money.
They have to start somewhere, don't they? And obviously, they're doing it now. I mean,
it's been 20 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey man, they make $10 billion a year. I guess you can't complain too much about it. But in my mind, I'm like, you could do these little things that can make you guys so much better. You can make that much more money. They just don't give a fuck. They're satisfied with $10 billion a year. So
that's what I mean about this whole generation. It's the end of this generation, mate. It's fucking strange because last generation, you still had that. You had this factor of it dwindling down, and you have this year where like PlayStation are kind of. This at the end of this year, next year, right, when the PS5 is actually a thing, you still got The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, maybe some other games here and there, and then you've got Xbox like just fucking quiet, stum, until the Xbox Scarlet comes out. Then you've got Nintendo, where they're like sort of fine sailing their way until these new consoles come out, where they'll probably start to rev up a more powerful Switch and a cheaper version of the Switch because they have to compete in some way and keep those sales numbers keep going. But we all know that shit will start to dwindle and they will then start to think about what they're going to do next. Are they going to do another console? Are they going to do a handheld? Because again, like Switch it's supposed to be both, but I mean, a lot of people play the Switch for the handheld aspect. It's like, I just get to the point where Nintendo, they might as well just, just make a fucking handheld. Just do it. Just get it over and done with.
So it's going to be like Nintendo Switch handheld version, or is it going to be a different name?
It'll be the lighter version. The smaller version will be like probably a handheld.
Only they can get away with that.
Yeah, I know, because it's already
so clumsy.
This was so fucked up. We're about to leave in a little bit, guys, but let's be honest here. Nintendo Switch is just a handheld. It's not really a console. It's a handheld that allows you to view the gameplay on a TV, but it's not a primary console. It's actually just a handheld. Look, if you take away the docking station, you still have access to the system. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't change anything. You still have the main part of the system.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
You don't really need the docking station. That means that the Switch is not a console, it's a handheld. It was always a handheld.
It's an amplifier. You see, the dock is just an amplifier.
I'm trying to figure out why Nintendo fans keep telling me it's a fucking hybrid when it's clearly not a fucking hybrid. Just because they're stupid to understand it's a fucking handheld doesn't mean that everybody else is.
Who's really using that dock? Like, I don't know if they got like a percentage, but like you're on your PC or another console at home.
Exactly. So this is what I want to say, right? The Switch fans say the reason why the Switch is better than everybody else's platform is because they can play it on the go. That proves that they don't play it at home. So that proves that they just admit it. Every time they get in a conversation or an argument or a debate with anybody, that proves that they're not playing it on their house at their house. That means they know that it's a fucking handheld. Nintendo sells handhelds. So if Nintendo makes a handheld, you're gonna buy it. That's why this is a handheld. Look how fast it's selling. It's selling at the rate of every other handheld they've ever put out. It's a fucking handheld.
I mean, I don't know what it's like. I mean, I'll probably have to YouTube it, but I'm pretty sure there'll be someone on the internet that's opened up the fucking docking system of thing. I can guarantee you, it's not fucking anything major. Like, it's probably just most plastic. It's not a fucking feather. Again, I don't think of it like, I thought the dock is just like an amplifier or like just a sense of just a connector to the aspect of, it's basically like a USB cable, but in this sense, it's like a fucking little thing. It's like, you might as well just give us a fucking cable to just plug it into the TV and then play it. But they don't. They'll rather do some other significant thing. But yeah. I mean, the only reason why I'll buy a Switch would be the handheld. I'm sorry, but that is the only reason. I wouldn't play it docked. If I want to play a console game, I'll play on my PlayStation.
Let me put it this way. It might seem fucking weird, but if I get a Switch, I'm going to be playing it dock most of the time because I'm a content creator and I want to put Smash Brothers and other type of gameplay on my YouTube channel. Okay, so that's why. However, because I'm out of the house most of the time during the week, I will gladly be playing that shit on the go. So it's simple as that. So if you look at it that way, it's more of a handheld than a fucking console. To me. Even to me. Yeah. Just, hey, man, if I get in another conversation or argument with a Nintendo fan, they try to tell me that shit's a fucking console. I'm going to fucking flip.
I don't hate Nintendo. It's just that when it comes to their fan base, and it's one of these weird fucking fan base, if you get a conversation with them, they can either be good, like a very easy conversation, or they could be like a really weird.
Why didn't they buy the Wii U?
Conversation.
They didn't give a fuck about the Wii U. I still didn't understand that.
It was a hybrid. That was the real hybrid.
This shit was asleep or something.
Exactly. This shit is just. This is a real fucking. This is a handheld in disguise. But the Wii U was the hybrid that everybody thinks the Switch is. The Wii U actually was a console. And listen to this, a fucking handheld at the same time. It was a true hybrid.
Yeah.
And it got no respect from the Nintendo community.
I guess it was all about the name. Once they switched it, ironically, it became a hit.
Oh, God. You dick.
That shit just came to me. But yeah, I'm just like,
what you did there.
Was it the Wii U name? That's the only thing that just... I don't know, man. These fans are that retarded.
Again, Wii, then Wii U, and then the fucking Switch. It's just like...
What's funny is their favorite Smash Brothers before this new one came out on a Wii U. So they did buy it towards the end when that Smash Brothers came out.
Okay.
And they ended up buying it.
My favorite Smash game was on the GameCube.
Melee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally, GameCube was a fucking great console because you had Melee, you had Pikmin, you had Metroid Prime, you had Wind Waker. Like, you had some really fucking cool games. I'm not saying the Switch doesn't have cool games. It's just that I'm waiting for them to like do that new IP game that's just really fucking good. Like, I've seen a couple of their new IPs, but like, they haven't tickled my fancy really. The only one of the games I would like to get is Bayonetta. I played Bayonetta 1 and 2, played 2 around my mate's house on the Wii, or Wii U, I forgot which one it was. And then 3, I would be interested in buying, because I want to play that. If it is the last game, I'll buy it. But, yeah. I think I spoke to someone on Twitter about this. He goes, because it was to do with was it Platinum Games talking about PlayStation 5 and Scarlet being, they're bored of it already. And I said how, Platinum Games are, I'm not saying they completely lean towards Nintendo, but they they look towards Nintendo more than other consoles. Because, they don't care about the aspect of power and all that shit like that. They just want to make a game. Which Nintendo allow them to do very easily. Because there's no, requirements, in a sense. Like PlayStation PlayStation are building a catalog of games where they want them to be high-reviewed games as well as high-selling games now, as, we've grown to know this generation. And obviously, it's only going, it's only going up and up and up. Days Gone, this sound like we haven't got the official numbers, but it sounds like Days Gone's a really top seller fucking game, even though the reviews are not, accurate to those sales, shall we say? It's one of the things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that game. I mean, if it was on PlayStation, it would have made their money way back and then some on day one. Yeah. And I'd love to play Part 3 with real technology. No offense to the Switch, but it's just, again, you're underpowered. That game could be so much better on real technology.
Part 3 of what? Bayonetta?
Bayonetta, yeah.
Yeah, but that's why he was mad at me. Because he knows the history of Monster Hunter being stuck on Nintendo systems and how realistic Monster Hunter looks again now that it's on more mature systems. And he blocked me, bro. He blocked me. It wasn't much of an insult because he could have said some more harsh words.
Wait, you talking about the creative director of
It was still funny, though.
It was funny. Yeah, he blocked me, bro. I told him that
you're better than nothing.
I said Monster Hunter World is better than Bayonetta 3. And he got fucking mad. He insulted me.
I'm picturing how he reacted, though. He's like, stupid American. He just said a bunch of shit before he typed that.
I'm about to go access it. I'm about to go tell him the same fucking thing on another account. Just fucking see what he could say.
You troll.
It's fucking true, though. Monster Hunter World is not only going to have a higher Metacritic score than Bayonetta 3, but it's going to sell more copies than Bayonetta 3. By the time Bayonetta 3 comes out...
It's a multi-pack game, for fuck's sake.
But Nintendo fans, they all act like they buy all their fucking games, even though I know it's not true. But look at my foot. How about that?
The thing is, do we ever actually hear the sales numbers of their actual games? When we hear the console sales, but not the fucking...
They talk about the game sales sometimes more than Microsoft. More than Microsoft.
I want to know, because again, this generation, PlayStation be very vocal about that shit. You know what I mean? Like God of War, Horizon, and fucking I don't know, what was it? Spider-Man, fucking all those games. If they reach a certain vast majority of them in the first 3 days, 3 million, whatever, they fucking flaunt that shit. I'm like, damn, okay, all right, that's pretty good. And then a month later, Spider-Man, I think it was, what was it, in 12 million? I forgot now.
Yeah, that shit's fucking high.
Yeah, and they're still selling them because after
last week, Spider-Man sold so far 10 million or 12.
Yeah, well, it's probably more now. Yeah, it's over 12, I think now.
Yep. Damn, bro.
It's got to be over now because days of play is going by.
Still less than a year too.
You can easily put that Far From Home outfits in there, and it'll boost the sales, basically. Yeah, it'll boost the sales. I don't see why not.
They should keep promoting the game if they're gonna come out with a movie next week or whatever in 2 weeks.
The movie will promote the game, and if look, this is all I'm gonna say, and I said it before, Adam. Remember I said before it comes out, there's not an official Spider-Man movie tie-in game. However, there is a Spider-Man game with movie outfits in it. So if you want to pretend that you're playing a tie-in, you can, because you have the access to the outfits.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you have access to Homecoming, Tobey Maguire's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares about Amazing Spider-Man, but
come on.
No, we don't. No, we do not.
About Andrew Garfield. Fuck you.
No. Okay, let me put it this way.
That was another stone, dude.
Shut up. I love Part 2. Right? I think Part 2 was awesome, but the fact that he didn't fight Rhino until the very ending, and then we all thought it was going to be a Part 3, and there never was a Part 3. That's what I hate.
That part was in the trailer. That was a massive cock tease to a lot of people.
Yes, it was. And then you got the third installment, and I hated it, bro. I hated it so much. Hated.
I mean, funny enough, this week a lot of people were thinking that the sequel to the true sequel to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't. It's a comic book tie-in. It's a comic book, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was a countdown the whole time.
Then people started to go into this aspect of, because the Spider-Verse exists in this new film, which apparently, by the way, I've been hearing really fucking good things about the Spider-Man film. Like, really, really. Most people have been saying it's better than Spider-Man 2 and 1. The Raimi Spider-Mans. It's better than them films. Like,
okay, I want to ask Sam something, and then I'm going to have Adam chime in. Because it's going to beat Adam to go crazy. So that's why I asked Sam first. Sam, you ready?
God.
Metroid movie. Why Brie Larson would be the perfect Samus Aran.
Yes.
See, I knew it was good. I knew it was gonna bait Adam into saying something, bro. I knew it.
She wouldn't be bad for that role.
She's blonde.
Yeah.
Her tits are big.
Yo.
She can wear military stuff and armor, so I think she would be great. I just didn't think she was I don't have no problem with her. I think she wasn't a good Captain Marvel.
If you're asking Sam this question, what you should have gone with is, what would you think about Emma Stone playing Samus?
No. Well, she'd be wearing the mask the whole time, right? So I probably wouldn't have a problem.
Well, I mean, they've been but you got to remember, they've been showing more of Samus over the last 20-something years now, and now they got that tight Zero suit. Yeah, they show the tight Zero suit that she wears and her little sports bra shorts outfit that they have in Smash Brothers. So
not a fucking robot.
Emma Stone would be seen probably in the opening scene. You know, they would have to put a face to the fucking game. Like, I don't think she would work. I think Brie Larson looks closer.
I'm just joking about that part, man. But yeah, Brie Larson, I don't mind.
I mean, there's a lot of blondes in Hollywood.
Jennifer Lawrence, maybe? I don't fucking know. Like, you just got to dye a bitch's hair blonde, you're fine.
But listen to this. Dye her hair blonde, okay? There's going to be a stunt devil inside that armor, and most of the scenes are probably going to be CGI anyway. So, I mean, you just need a pretty face. That's it.
Yeah.
For a couple scenes, and then bam, that's pretty much it for the movie. I mean,
why do you bring this up, by the way?
Because I just saw that she really might. She's considering it.
Okay, interesting.
If she likes money, she needs to do that. I mean, there's no reason not to do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, this isn't the first time. I mean, you got this, you got Uncharted with Tom Holland. A lot of people bitching about like he can't be Nathan Drake. He's too young. It's like because it's based on a fucking prequel, and it's not based on any of the stories that we already know. These films are nothing based on the games.
I love Tom Holland, bro. I think he's a perfect fucking. He's a perfect Spider-Man. Like he's young, he's energetic. Yes, I like him.
There are other films that he's been in that he's been really good at. Like there's other films he's been in, but a lot of people were like, just go, yeah, I don't care about them. It's like Robert Pattinson and Batman, right? People dictate him to Twilight. Understandable. But if you've watched like Good Times and then you've watched what's his face? Cosmopolitan, I think it is. Mm-hmm. Those films that he's been are really fucking good and kind of put the staple of him being a good Batman. I'm like, okay, watch those films. But that's that one. There's what was it? Gears of War was another one. They've got the Halo series. Like, a lot of these companies like Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation are looking into maybe going into film because they see what Marvel are doing with fucking the MCU, and there's a fucking market. Like, and if gamers can get a really fucking good film of a game which hasn't been done yet, well, what film? No, actually, it really hasn't. Fuck it. Like, I think fans will be good. Like, they'll be happy. Like, a lot of people want what's her face? That's married to Kit Harington. That was in Game of Thrones. The ginger hair.
Oh, Ygritte.
Yeah. People want her to be Aloy in a fucking Horizon film.
That'll be good.
Yeah, me too.
Looks just like her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I want more people that like. There's so many actors and so many people in the world. If somebody has the natural hair color, just place them. Now, let's say if it's a Storm. right? You gotta have to dye the hair, or you gotta have to put a wig. Okay, that shouldn't be hard. But you don't have to pick an old person just to have white hair anymore, like they did with fucking the first. We picked him because he had white hair. I'm like, come on, get that shit out of here, bro. You could have picked a younger Magneto and didn't have white hair. You know what's funny though? The Magneto they picked, the young one, he doesn't have white hair, and
Fassbender.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have white hair at all. No grays. It's like, what is it, red? I never knew Magneto had red hair. It kind of bothers me, but I like his version of Magneto so much that I don't even care about his hair color. He's such a good Magneto. Fassbender.
Oh, the Fassbender edition.
Oh, Fassbender.
Yeah, a good Magneto, bro. I really like his Magneto.
I didn't mind him either. Like, he was a good Magneto. And then, obviously, the original, was it Patrick Stewart and Ian.
Speaking of Magneto, we're going to leave this as the last topic. And this is... I think I'm going to be starting to do some Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 gameplay in preparation for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and a lot of people not liking the Avengers. But do you think the Avengers can be saved? Even if it's
whatever.
Even if it's clearly going to be delayed.
That game's going to get delayed, and it's going to be, for me, it's going to be one of those games where it starts off slow, starts to speed up over time. Guarantee it.
I really hope they delay that game like 3 or 4 times, man. Maybe 5 times.
They've got
been a next gen game.
They've got 3 different studios making this game, which again, I mean, obviously it can be done, but like if you've got that sort of those different studio minds sort of making these games, like you need to have a good coherent like sort of dialogue between you, like good communication, like what you want in this game, because it's not one studio altogether. They've got to go from Eidos Montreal, then they got to go to fucking Crystal Dynamics, and then they got to go to what's the other one called? I forgot. Third company. But like they're close in. I think they're close in proximity, but they're still a distance away. They're not inside one studio, so it's like I don't know what they're doing. Like they split up into individual things. Like
better be using Skype or something.
That's what I mean, because I'm guessing one studio is working on one thing, one studio is working on the other, like animations, and so I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, after E3, I've been hearing loads of different things about, certain games. That one was one of them, where a lot of people were like, the HUD looked like a mobile game. Then it was a sense of how the combat would work, and a lot of people were, the guy that did the axe, Survivor axe in God of War. He's working on this game, and people said that when they were seeing the Thor hammer get flung and then came back, it didn't feel or look like that sort of feel that you got in God of War. And it's like these little tiny things that have got to be good in this game. Otherwise, people are going to be like, I don't like this game. It's just one of those.
How could he mess that up if he did it right on God of War?
Because it wasn't just him. Like, again, he may have done it, yes, but there's multiple people working on that axe. Not just him.
Gotcha. People that we'll never hear about, stuff like that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. There's other people that are making this axe that you probably do not fucking hear of. And he gets the credit in some sense because his name is being put aside with this. He has the eligibility to be called the maker of this weapon. That's great, but there's more than just one person. And, it comes to show, like, if it doesn't play the way it did in that game to this game, then obviously it wasn't just him that made that sort of weapon special. I mean, listen, but when we played God of War, right, I was thinking that axe was going to get really fucking old really fast. It didn't, because it had different variables to the throw, right? When you threw it, there was skills where when you recalled it, you had an attack or you had a way of dealing with the battlefield. But with this, I have not seen anything apart from a shitty video. But again, they've got to make this fucking this hammer like feel like it has a good fucking purpose. There's a lot of things with this game, and again, like Marvel fans are breathing down their neck, like Star Wars fans are with EA. And I feel like the thing is with EA. This time around, they've given Respawn Studios a studio that has gone against EA on a lot of things, making a Star Wars game. a linear Star Wars game that has great little variants of, what is it, Metroid, as what I've heard, and Dark Souls, and an Uncharted film. That sounds like a really good blend. And from what I've heard about people going hands-on as well as the demo, I think that game is absolutely safe. Like, I think that'll be a good fucking game. It won't be like a 10 out of 10, but I think it'll be a great, solid fucking game that people are going to love and enjoy. And that's just what it is. You know, Respawn Studio I give a lot of props to, because they're the only fucking studio that are under EA that literally say to EA, go fuck yourself, we're making this game on our own terms. Like, we don't want to be putting this bullshit in, you know?
Yeah.
They've gone behind EA's back plenty of times, so yeah. Anyway.
Okay, guys. Right, well, I want to thank everybody for showing up. I know we didn't have Lincoln and Big Money. We will see where they are. Cool. But thanks, Adam, for jumping in here. Thanks, Sam, Fatal. We're up out of here. Fatal. I hope you guys like the new logo. It cost me way too much fucking money. Next time I'm just gonna make my own shit. Profile picture is dope though. I can't lie about that. I like the profile picture. Not that big fan of the banner. No, the logo wasn't bad. Okay, the logo didn't cost me a lot of money. It was the fucking banner. And I could have made my own shit, but whatever, man. But yeah. Thank you guys for all the support for every month, for every year. Thank you guys. We're up out of here. We should be back later on with a gameplay stream from the Elgato. So we're either gonna play Judgment or Crash Team Racing or something. We're probably gonna play something. Yeah. Okay. See you guys later. Have a good Sunday.
Out.
We're up out of here.
Fuck these intros. I mean outros.
We didn't have an outro. Fuckface.
There's no road.
Yeah. Fuck the outros.